No, I really did, Sean.
You know
Hi,
what?
everybody.
You should just go do it now.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Sage Goddess Live Gemstone sale. We were just ribbing each other a little bit before we started, because that's how we do. Welcome in. We're so happy to be with you guys today. We have some beautiful things for you. And a couple of surprises up our sleeves. Let's see. So I've got questions in the feed already.
This one. That one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
We're so happy to see you. Welcome in. If you're new, we do this every other week here on YouTube. It'd be real nice if you could subscribe to the channel.
Should they like it too?
Like and subscribe. Everybody says ring the bell, but honey, what does it mean when you ring the bell? I still don't understand ring the bell. I don't ring people's bells. I just don't like to do that. It feels very intimate. Like maybe we don't know each other well enough for you to ring my bell. Anyway.
There's an app for that.
But if you're new, this is kind of what's fun about SGTV. What's fun about these live gemstone sales is a lot of things are one of a kind. The most we have of anything is like 4 dozen, right? So it's a chance to get something really special. What's your first time? Look at that. We got newbies in the house. It's so great. Welcome. Huffle Trash is there. Our Bentley's new.
What'd you call it?
Huffle Trash.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what
all right.
They are calling themselves. I'll go with it. Listen, I have weird names for my animals. I got weird names for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to shock anybody here. Am I glowing? Maybe I'm pregnant. Just kidding. I'm not. Wouldn't that be exciting, though? I'm not pregnant, but we do have a new baby. We have a puppy named Bodhi.
We do.
You're not going to hear that I'm pregnant at any point because that's really not happening anymore for me. So I'm not going to surprise you one day with that news. Because I feel young, but I'm not. So anyway, everything is super special that we have for you, and everything ships for free in the U.S. If you're outside the U.S., it's $5 an item, and we can find you anywhere. We ship to every country in the world every day. I will find you. And we also price compare what we bring you before we bring it to you on Etsy and eBay to make sure our price is the best. So we try to bring you beautiful quality at great prices so you feel good about it. It goes a little fast and furious, so you got to be quick on the draw, quick on your feet. Make sure your internet's nice and fast. Make sure you're set to live chat and not top chat. That'll help you see more of what we're seeing in the chat too.
Live chat.
Live chat. Yeah, no, the last thing he and I need is another baby. We're good. One of our babies is graduating from 8th grade tomorrow, which is really exciting. We have a high schooler.
High schooler.
We do. If we can do a little Bodhi appearance, I think we'll try to do that. Make sure his pizzler is tight, right? We don't want accidents in the crystal room.
He might be a little camera shy.
He gets excited sometimes and just pees a little bit. But I get excited and pee
Don't we all?
sometimes too. I can't really blame him. Like, if I get really excited to see you, I might pee a little bit. Let the games begin. So when you shop, so here's how it works. I'm going to show something, talk a lot about it because I talk too much. It'd be good to have a notebook if you're here to learn, because you're going to learn about the metaphysical properties of a lot of crystals today. And then once I say what it is and how much it is, Team SG with the gold box puts the thing in the price. Okay? I'm going to tell you ballpark price so you can get ready to decide if you want it or not. Right? So I'll give you a hint, but they're going to put the exact dollar on there. And then you got to say sold and the item and the price. If you're one of the first 5 or the one or the one of the 48 or whatever, then you get it. And tomorrow you'll get an invoice. You have 24 hours to pay that invoice, and then we'll ship the item to you next week. Now,
but wait, there's more.
There's more.
So, very important. If you don't already, after the show today, you got to go to sagegoddess.com. You have to create an account. And in your profile, you have to put your YouTube username. Your YouTube username may be, what was it? Something trash? Howler Trash?
Rainbow Angel Monkey Cat.
Yeah, it could be Monkey Cat 14. That is your username here on YouTube. You need to put that in the appropriate field at sagegoddess.com on your user profile. This way we know who you are, we can match you up, and then email you your invoice tomorrow.
Ta-da! So yes, Sherry Davis, you have to wait for Team
and
SG.
I'm done today. That's
all he's got.
That's my
for
job.
You. He's a Virgo. He practices economy of expression. I don't.
Call it economy of words.
Yeah, well, Sherry, we're pretty careful about not letting people win things when they don't wait for Team SG. My team's pretty good about that. They are seasoned professionals. I'm joined by Alexis and Hannah, and there might be another person there. I don't know. Maybe there's a Claire. Maybe there's a Brooklyn.
You don't know the other person? You don't know
I don't know if there's any other
person?
people. Sometimes there's a Kelsey. If there's a Kelsey, hi Kelsey.
Where's that?
Yeah. Yay! No, you haven't missed anything yet, Jen. So that's kind of the dealio. That's how it works. And I'm personally really excited. Did you bring the Citrine generator? You were supposed to bring that in here. Do you need to go and get that real quick?
Oh yeah, I brought it home. I just
Could you bring it
put
here,
it on the
please?
stairs.
So I'm going to get started while he goes and gets the Citrine generator.
Okay.
Do you want to wait until... Do you want to get the generator and bring Bodhi in to say hi, and then we can take Bodhi out and get started?
That might be why. I'll page him.
Okay, all right. When we get to Citrine, he just needed to bring the Citrine generator from the shop, and I got Claire and Kelsey in the house.
Hey, Claire.
Yay!
Hey, Kelsey.
Well, I'm happy you're there. Very happy you're there. Okay. Do you have any questions that I did not answer that he did not answer before we begin? You have an 8th grader graduating tomorrow too. Congratulations, Jacqueline Haynes. It's a big deal. You know? I mean, they're really, my son is pretty grown up. A big, deep voice. Right? It's so crazy how fast they grow. I'm loving my kids at this age, though, because I can have really deep conversations with them, and they're maturing, you know what I mean? I love this age. A lot of people said when they got to this age that I would miss them younger. I kind of like it best now. They were cute when they were younger, but they're such interesting human beings, and we get to have these deep chats.
And they can do things for you, like bring me the Citrine generator.
And maybe they'll bring a dog.
And maybe a dog.
Yeah. Okay. Wear your glasses. Yeah. All right. Well, so we'll get started here then.
You ready?
Oh, what a surprise! It goes alphabetical order. It's so not interesting to me. You know, because I.
It's not first on the list. It's like 3rd on the list.
No, the Ammonite is first on the list.
No, but I'm not showing that.
You're also if you're new, you're also gonna get to witness our marital problems. I've been with this guy for almost half my life. He's younger than me, so it has actually been half his life.
It's been more. It's like 2/3 of my life. Yeah,
we're actually very happily married, but God, we bicker. He drives me crazy.
It's her fault.
No, I'm perfect, and he's a mess.
Uh-huh.
We're just kidding. But we do get into it a little bit. You know, it's entertaining for people.
There
Plus,
we go.
You probably look at your marriage after you look at us, and maybe you feel really normal or better.
You go give your significant other there a great big hug after this, and you're like, thank God, thank you.
You're so much more normal than them.
Thank you.
Makes you feel good about yourself. Okay, good. Yay. Hi, Angel, Rainbow, Monkey, Cat. I love you. Okay. Well, I'm actually really excited about these. We have 50 of these, by the way. And these are hand-carved. Aren't these cute? These were made in India. So this is like the most beautiful quality amethyst. And then on one side, on the underside, they carve these little leaves and vines into them.
Do you have the flashlights?
Yeah. I've been a little congested and sneezy and wheezy because it's allergy season here in Southern California. So if I seem a little, like yesterday, my eye makeup was running down. It looked like I was crying. I was at a wedding, but I wasn't crying. It was just the allergies. It was such a sweet wedding, and I was not crying, but I looked like I was really upset. Anyway, if I seem sneezy, that's what's going on. Your boyfriend has a crush on Dave? Come and get it. You know what I mean?
Hey, wait a minute. What just happened?
I'm just kidding.
She sold me.
Do I hear $9.99? I hear $11.99. Okay, so amethyst. Peace, balance, detoxification. Amethyst comes from different places in the world. Primarily these days when we're talking about amethyst, we're either talking about Veracruz amethyst from Mexico, Brazilian amethyst, which is what this is. We also have African amethyst, which is a little bit darker, and Uruguayan amethyst, which is also darker. No matter where it comes from in the world, it activates the crown chakra, and so it's a stone that connects you with your faith. It also brings peace, balance, detoxification. It's the most important stone. It's the most common stone for addiction, because it's the word amethyst comes from the Greek amethistos, which means not drunk. Oh, I didn't know if you were carrying Bodhi.
That's perfect.
Oh, your makeup's intense.
It's real intense. Yeah. You want to bring them up? I'd take them out and then bring them up.
He already went outside 30 minutes.
All right, then you can bring them up.
Okay, we might have a Bodhi appearance here. You got Michelle's offering $5 Canadian for you.
Aha!
Wow, Michelle.
I think that's $6.34
Don't
US
you
dollar.
go breaking that bank,
$6.34
girl.
USD, something.
I think that's a fair offer today.
All right, well,
okay.
no, let's just give them some time.
Okay.
A couple more bids to come in.
We'll wait till the end of the show.
Yeah, that price could fluctuate over the next couple hours.
Opened with a generous offer, but
2 bits. I get 2 bits.
Okay. So these are 0.6 to 0.79 inches in size. Aren't they sweet? I have 50 of these. And by the way, all hand carved, and they're all different. That's the other thing that's really cool. The shapes are a little bit different. Some are more flowers, some are more vines. Aren't they pretty? Can you imagine sitting and doing all of that by hand?
All right, so hang on one second.
They're $49.
All right.
$49 for the prettiest little carved amethyst. You have to make jewelry out of that if you get one
Something
of those.
fun.
Yeah, something really pretty. Is that a boozle? It is a boozle.
Oh, you just gonna like throw them at me here?
I can't. I don't know.
Oh, that's a boozle. That is a boozle. Oh, that's a boozle. Isn't they cute?
Say hi.
Say hi to Bodhi.
Oh, I know.
That'll be a cute screenshot for next time. That's a Bodhi boozle. That's a Bodhi boozle.
So this is our newest addition.
Hello, Babas. Hello,
His name is
Babas.
Bodhi.
Hello, Babas. That's my Babas. It is my Babas.
Oh. She left, and I think
You'll have to take him back.
I
out.
think she
Yeah.
thought
that we're gonna keep him. For
that
the
we're
rest
gonna
of the
keep
show.
him for a couple hours.
He's like, I really like amethyst. You sound like Oscar,
No,
actually.
It's your one voice.
Isn't he cute? That's my Bodhi Boozler. Hello, Boozles. Hello, Boozles. I just boozles. I just a boozle face. That is a boozle face. Oh my goodness, I love him so much. He's not for sale. Although last week I would have said maybe.
Well, you know, there's a couple times.
He had some
With
boozle
any
moments.
good puppy.
Yeah, he's a really good baby. He's gonna be about 50 pounds.
Well, we're not keeping him the whole show.
Yeah, sorry. Isn't he cute?
Oh.
He's about 11 weeks old now. He's starting his training on Friday, and he's such a good boy.
Oh, cool.
He's very respectful of our kitty cats.
Yeah, go have fun with yourself.
He's very respectful.
Yeah. You gonna be good? Okay.
And he loves his Zoe.
Oh, he does. That's for sure.
Much. Zoe is his people.
Thank you.
Now,
Zoe.
everybody asked me if I named him after Point Break, which I do love that movie, but Bodhi actually is short for Bodhisattva, and it means enlightenment in Sanskrit, and he is quite enlightened. He has not chewed up anything yet, can you believe it? Although I'm a good dog mom, and a good dog mom gives their dog things to chew on so that they don't go looking for your things to chew on. So he has an abundance of fun chew toys.
He's got a
and
lot
things
of
like
toys.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw,
Yeah.
thanks you guys. He's my Bodhi Boozle. Okay. Oh, thank you. Did you see her makeup? I don't know what was happening there exactly.
No, there was a lot going on there.
I will say as a general life rule, if you find yourself really starting to want to put on a lot of red and orange eyeshadow at the same time, check it.
Pause.
You know what I mean? Pause. That's never a good choice, right? Especially if you find yourself maybe going like this with a lot of it, right? All the way around. That was intense.
It was a lot.
She's exploring her makeup identity.
So
I'm
did we
trying to
give
support that.
folks a chance to...
Yeah, I don't know. Did we sell those or not? I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention.
$49 for your carved. Oh, I think we did. Okay, good. Congratulations if you're getting one of those. Aren't they beautiful? Whoop whoop. Your daughter does the same. Yeah, we still have some available, so if you would like one, those are there for you. Now, the next thing we're going to show you is... Where are you going? Ammonite? Ammonite. This I wish we had more of. We only have 13 of these, so there's like a dozen of you who'll be able to get one. Ammonite. Now, ammonites were living creatures millions of years ago, right? I know you got sidetracked with the puppy.
I know.
And what's really cool about ammonites is that they, first of all, they follow in their shape what's known as the Fibonacci sequence, which is a mathematical sequence. That's the sequence that creates that nautilus shape. And the Fibonacci sequence is considered the spiral of life, right? That your life begins at a certain point, like the moment you're conceived, and your life rolls out from there, right? Your life expands into the fullness of who you are. And you can see that sequence unfolding in here, just like you see it in architecture, the birds outside. You see the sequence repeated in nature everywhere, right? Ferns, the way ferns unfold is also what we call the Fib sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is also related to manifestation. Now, the other thing about ammonites, and I learned this from my friend Christopher Matthews, who's a big gem person in our world and also just a delightful human being. He wrote an article, and after I read his article, I was like, this really resonates with me. He believes that ammonites are powerful for aligning the chakras. And this one is called a fern ammonite. Do you see the little, it looks like maple leaves. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. So this is called fern ammonite. They don't all form this way. Of all the ammonites on earth, fern ammonite is my favorite. I just think it's so pretty. And that's a natural organic shape. And ammonites, after all of these millions of years, everything organic slips away and is replaced with calcite and Aragonite. So these are actually stones. They're considered minerals, even though they started as a life form on the planet. Isn't it amazing that this was alive at a certain point? So we have 13 of these. They're about 5 inches in size. These come from Madagascar. All of the fern ammonites that I've ever seen come from Madagascar. Excuse me. Isn't that beautiful? What's ammonite for? Ancient wisdom. I mean, when you think about it, everything on this planet that's millions of years old has seen every civilization rise and fall. Every ancestor you've ever heard of in your life lived and died while that was, fossilizing, right? So literally all history on this planet that we're familiar with, which would include Lemurian, Atlantis, and everything else, came to be after this creature lived and died.
The quality of these is amazing too. You can actually see
into it, right?
Into them. I wonder if I can show it a little bit.
It'd be cool to see if the light actually comes through it. Oh, it does a little bit. Look at that,
you guys. See that, you guys?
What does it look like on the light stand?
Well, I mean, it's no different than this.
I guess, yeah. But you could put it on your light stand. A couple of customers of mine have gotten really creative, and they've actually drilled a hole into, do you see the little centerpiece? There's a little tiny hole drilled into there, and they use these as incense burners. It's the coolest incense burner ever, right? Isn't that cool? So it's very grounding, very stabilizing, good for the lower chakras, which, we talk about that all the time as energy workers. We constantly need to work on balancing and aligning and activating the lower chakras because our intuition is upper chakra, and we usually don't need too much help with that. So if you'd like one of these, they are just under $90. And again, I have 13 of them. The retail value of these is $119. So you're getting a really good deal on these today for 5-inch ammonite. You ready? $89 for the 13 of you who can get one. I know, super cool, right? I love it. Deanna's getting 2 of the carved amethyst. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to make earrings?
Earrings.
It would be really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be exactly the same shape, but I actually like that when they're just
cool.
a little mismatched. I think that's really cool. I always get nosy because I want to know what you're going to do with stuff.
Or one ring for you and one for a friend.
That would be neat too, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of a cool BFF thing to do. Yep, so fern ammonite. Fern ammonite. Fern ammonite. I actually don't really like it when you do that.
Really?
But I can't not do it.
It's just like, it's there. Pre-programmed.
But I know when you're going to do it.
Do you?
After I say the word, I know if it fits.
I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to have to surprise you now.
Well, no, but I'll be
and
really...
it's not even going to fit. It's not even going to work. You're going to be like, quartz. I'm going to say,
Fern ammonite. So congratulations if you're getting fern ammonite. I know. Are you laughing out loud? Aren't they pretty, Ursula? There is something about them. It is my favorite. Fern ammonite is my favorite, and then sometimes you'll find ammonite that has, it's called fire ammonite. It has a little bit of fire, colors, kind of iridescence, but those are much more expensive. Ursula sings your song when she sees vanadinite. Well, that's where it started.
Oh yeah, that's where it started.
I mean, you have to do it with vanadinite.
That's a gimme.
Okay, so those are there for you. Little ancient wisdom. Look at my Hummer. He came up right to the window.
A whole bunch of Hummers over at the shop the other day.
Gotta get a feeder for him.
Yeah.
I love hummingbirds so much.
The cat's there. Well,
congratulations if you got one of those. Mm-hmm. It's like being in a car with you two. What can I say? Okay. This is a beautiful cuff. It happens to be the next thing on the list, wouldn't you know?
Well, leave it to me.
Okay, I do love this cup though. This is made by the same artist who makes the wands and makes the little wandlets and things. This is amethyst with citrine on top. And look at that citrine. It is beautiful. That is a gorgeous, natural, pear-shaped, cut and faceted citrine. Actually, it looks like Ametrine.
I was going to say.
Is it Ametrine?
It is.
Oh, it is Ametrine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's Ametrine.
Makes me like it even more.
So you have an amethyst and an ametrine.
And then there's an oval, right? No,
Yep.
It's also a pear.
It's a pair.
As
They're
another
both
pair. Amethyst next to it. Wow, that is beautiful, isn't it? Look at all the micro cutting on that Ametrine.
Let's see if I can get some light behind it for you guys.
I wonder if we just get a really good tight shot because those facets on that Ametrine. I'm just appreciating it for a moment. Isn't that pretty? No, Nelly, we just started. We haven't done rings yet.
Let's see.
You're right. You're right on time. Yeah. Congrats to those of you who got Ammonite. I think they're so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so what's Ametrine? Ametrine is the margin where amethyst and citrine grow together, right? So you have a little bit of purple, a little bit of gold. What I love about Ametrine is it's natural citrine when you see Ametrine, because it's on the margin of where those two stones naturally grow. Amethyst, again, peace, balance, detoxification. Citrine, wealth, abundance, and solar plexus healing for empowerment and confidence. So this is solar and crown. This is all of those things together. I call it the wealth and peace combination. When you have amethyst and citrine together, I just love that. The cuff is done in sterling silver. The details are 14 karat gold. And then he puts two little balls, two little beads at the wrist. Do you see right there? Almost on your pressure point, which I love too. So you're, sorry, I got hair in my mouth. You're jeweled on the top and you're jeweled on the bottom too. Isn't that gorgeous? And these are fully adjustable. And I only have one of these though. So bigger, smaller, and you really can like push and pull it and you're not going to hurt it. I have quite a few of his cuffs in my collection. I've been collecting his cuffs for about 20 years. I didn't even know it was his when I got my first one, and that was eons ago.
It is Lakers colors.
It is Lakers colors. So I only have one of these. It's this one is under $600. You ready? $5.99. Isn't that gorgeous? For Ametrine, amethyst, magic in sterling silver and 14 karat gold. It is indeed. Isn't she pretty? Oh, I like that. So Linda's getting two of the carved amethyst too. Aren't they beautiful? Those carved amethysts are like one of my favorite things in the whole sale today. So I'm really excited if you got one. Yay! I'm excited to see where this one is going. Blooming Rose says, amethyst is my birthstone, so I'm in love. Are you an Aquarius? Are you a February baby? Yeah. That's beautiful. So congratulations, whoever gets that one. His pieces are so stunning, and I love you know what I like? Do you see how the texture of the leaf complements all the facets on the Ametrine? There's a lot of, he notices those details. He's very intentional about the stones that he chooses and the metal work that he does, and I just think it's beautiful. Jen T's getting two of them too. Wouldn't that be cool in a grid, Linda? Those little carved amethysts would be beautiful in a grid. I really love that. That's very creative of you. I would love to see that grid. That would be the fanciest grid I think I ever saw. But I love that idea. Like a piece grid maybe. Congratulations. Georgia got the cuff. You're going to love that cuff. Really, wear it in good health and enjoy every minute of that magic. Super, super pretty. Okay, now I have citrine for you. This is Smoky citrine. Smoky citrine comes from two different places, Brazil and the Republic of the Congo in Africa. This is Brazilian Smoky citrine. See that kind of honey whiskey color? Looks like honey Jack Daniels.
Hey now.
Hey now, you got any of that? We're working with wine today.
We are.
Little honey jack sounds are real good. I saw somebody on Facebook, they made tea and then they put honey Jack Daniels in their tea, and I thought, that's just really smart. Is that not good? Did you pick a shitty bottle of wine? Does it taste like vinegar? He's making the vinegar face.
I chose poorly.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's horrible. Try it.
I don't know.
No, try it.
No, is it really
Everybody's
bad?
watching. They want you to try it.
Did someone say New Zealand? That's real bad. That's not good. Although, and I know you're going to be with me on this, I will drink it anyway. I will tell you, I am that friend. You invite me over. You serve me a completely shitty glass of wine. You know what? I'm going to drink it with you, and we're going to laugh about it. And be like, this is shitty wine. Here, cheers. Ready to go.
Extra shitty.
It's really shitty.
It's like a shitty kitty.
It tastes like there might be a pickle in it.
Before we go too much further on this, Alexis asked me real quick just to show the amethyst again because we got distracted with the puppy, and that's all. That's my fault. So
I would hate for you to miss the amethyst because of a cute dog. Although I don't blame you for getting distracted. He is a cutie pie. These are the carved amethysts. Yeah, aren't they beautiful? So they're hand carved on the back, and then but that's not the side you set. You set that on the bottom, and so the design shows through the top. Isn't that beautiful? And these were hand carved in India. It's amazing. So these are $49 each. It's amazing to me because there are places you can go online just to pay $49 for a trillion cut amethyst, right? Not something that took an artist, at least one whole day to carve. Pretty cool. Look at that. So we have some of these still, but this is what people were getting in pairs, which I think is kind of a cool concept because you can make some really interesting jewelry with that. You missed the puppy, Allie. Maybe we can get him back later. I like pickles too, but not in my wine glass, honey.
So Team SG, if you post this item and the price again, I'll give folks who may have missed it before.
Pammy says I'm invited. I'll be there in about 3 hours. For some shitty wine and laughter. Yeah, some of them look like a lotus. Some of them look like vines, kind of like, I don't know, like vines. I just think they're really pretty. So congratulations. Yeah, if you missed that and you wanted one, we're counting you now. And next time I won't bring a cute puppy in when we're in the middle of something.
Distraction.
Hi, Kemma. How are you? Glad you're here. So congratulations, yeah. And I think we have one Ammonite left, or one or two. So if you want an Ammonite, those were $89. Now that we're fully back and focused.
Focus.
Put a little sugar or honey in it. Is that going to make my wine better, Maruda?
I don't know.
Or I just need to get a little drunk and then it'll taste great.
Bottle, yeah.
Yeah, After the third glass, you don't really notice if it's good or not. Have you noticed? Once you're 2/3 of the way through the bottle, it's like, meh. I'm just kidding. Oh, actually, I'm not kidding, but, not for today. We're not going to do that today. Okay. So what's citrine? Why is it such a big deal? Well, it is a big deal, and part of it is it's getting harder and harder and harder to find natural citrine. Now there's, you can take amethyst and put it in an oven at a certain temperature, it turns orange, but that's not citrine, that's baked amethyst. It's bamethyst. So this is natural smoky citrine from Brazil. Now, just like amethyst and citrine grow together, smoky quartz and citrine grow together. And where the smoky quartz grows, it's very brown. Where the citrine grows, it's very golden. And on the margin, it's like this whiskey color, and that's what you're seeing here. So these are points from a smoky citrine cluster in Brazil. Aren't they beautiful? So citrine is the merchant stone. It attracts wealth and abundance and prosperity to you. It's a very powerful combination for solar plexus and root chakra. Helps to ground and stabilize your prosperity so that it's long lasting too. Isn't that cool? These generators are, I think I didn't even look at it on the sheet yet. I was just talking about it. Yeah. Nope. Oh, here it is. They are about 4 inches, 3.5 to 4 inches. Smoky citrine from Brazil. I have 9 of them. These are $149. Which is the best price we've had on smoky citrine generators pretty much in the last 18 months because they're so hard to find. Citrine generators like this on Etsy are going for like $300-400 a piece.
That's ridiculous.
Now the challenge is getting it. You know what I mean? Now, what do you want to do with something like this? Remember, the citrine is a quartz-based mineral, which means this can be the centerpiece of any grid. If you have a prosperity grid, if you have a manifestation grid, which if you're doing the manifestation class with me, this is the generator that you want on that grid. It didn't come with it, but this is an upgrade. I only have 9 of them, so congratulations to the first 9 of you to go home with smoky citrine. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's exactly right, Lori Michelle. And a lot of my citrine in my own collection is Smoky citrine. And part of the reason I like it is because it's real, right? If it's Smoky citrine, there's no way that's heat treated.
Yeah.
That's the cool part, because you can't fake that. So, for those of us who really want real deal citrine, because we're working prosperity magic with it, that's the business, right? Like that's the quality you're looking for. So congratulations. Yeah. Michelle says, speaking of whiskey, if you're in Texas and haven't tried Texas whiskey by Firestone and Robertson, you'll thank me. Seriously, Michelle? Do you know that I'm like a whiskey aficionado? I really am. It's my favorite drink. It really is. And I know that's so weird. Like almost nobody believes that. I went to a party once where the women were all off in a corner and the men were having like a whiskey tasting thing. And so I went over, I'm like, I'm here for the whiskey tasting. And they're like, aren't you supposed to be over there with like the chicks? I'm like, I drink whiskey. So, Alexis, can you write down what she said so I can go find it? Later on, I'm going to be like, what was that Texas whiskey she was talking about? And I won't remember. So Alexis will write it down for me. See, this is why we like each other, because we also are whiskey drinkers. So I will say a honey jack is not my favorite. That's kind of like where you go when you don't have the others, You're an enthusiast. I love it. Look at us. Okay. Next up, these are so pretty. I have 42 of these.
Hey, look at that.
And I'm going to tell you what. This is a really good price if you've wanted a big Herkimer diamond, okay? Because this is not a Herkimer. It's a Pakemer. If this was a Herkimer diamond, it would not be under $60. So first, let me back up the truck. What's a Herkimer diamond? A Herkimer diamond is the name given to these big quartz points that are naturally double terminated. If it's a Herkimer, it comes from Herkimer, New York. And so when they found in Pakistan this mine of these big double terminated crystals that look just like Herkimer diamonds, but were not in Herkimer, they called them Pakemer quartz. Pakemers are just as rare as Herkimers, but they're less expensive. So it's kind of like getting, like I said, if this was a Herkimer, what would you say? I mean, it'd probably be about $99.
Yeah. I would say so.
So, because these are about 2.5 to 3 inches. Why do you care about double terminated crystals? Let me tell you why they're so important.
Tell me why.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Susie's asking about payment plans for Australia, by the way. PayPal credit is the best if you're outside the U.S. That's our recommendation. There's probably others out there, but we recommend PayPal credit for our customers. Double terminated quartz is powerful. Now, sometimes you get a double term quartz, but it's carved. It's not a natural double term. They take a big hunk of quartz and they carve points in both ends. Now, you can still work with that. It's powerful. But when it comes out of the earth double terminated, that's special. And these are all double terminated. Double terminated, if you're new to crystals, means it's pointed on both ends. And why does that matter? Quartz is a transmitter of energy. It's the highest frequency mineral on Earth, right? So when you have a natural quartz point that's terminated on both ends, that puppy is sending and receiving energy. Puppy on the mind. That baby dog is sending.
That little dog.
That Pizzler is sending and receiving energy.
That dog don't hunt.
Like, what is wrong with my brain? Oh.
Yeah.
It's really weird getting older with you guys. I've been live with you guys for a decade now, and like I think about what it's going to be like when I'm 58 going on 60, and you guys are like, she was much sharper at 45.
Next up.
But the nice thing is, you're all getting older with me, so I'm not the only one. So
we're still going to look quick, right?
You can't laugh that hard because it's coming for you too. Anyway, I got a dog on the brain. Anyway, they send and receive energy, and because they're naturally double terminated, it's from the earth, right? It's not forced, and so a lot of people think that's more powerful. Does that make sense? So it's not a Herkimer, but it's a Pakemer, but it's the same exact stone in the same form. It's just from a different pocket in the earth, and so maybe the wine ain't so bad. I only had a sip, so we'll see how that goes for me later. So like I said, these are under $60. I have 42 of them, 2.5 to 3 inches, $59 for Pakemers. Pakemers! Ursula's 57 now, but you know what, Ursula, you're doing real good. I hope to be doing as well as you are doing when I come to your birthday. I do. I feel like it's been a little bit of a downhill trudge for me. I don't think the pandemic did much for my brain power. I'll just say that. Do any of you feel like that? I mean, I feel like I get tired even not doing anything. And that's not cool. I want my energy back. Congratulations, you guys! You got a Pakemer! Yeah, we had 42 of them, so there should be one if you would like one today, and I'm excited for you. Pakemer. Pakemer diamonds. So, that little baby should be on your altar all the time. I work with my double terms constantly, right? If you're feeling really stressed out, one of the things I like to do is hold my double term. Let me show them. Hold it away from you. Now you have to think, which hand you're putting it in, because your right hand, you are sending this energy. With your left hand, you're receiving it, right? A lot of my students know this, but if you're new, you may not have learned that. There's a sending hand and a receiving hand. So if I want to receive this energy, I'm going to put this in my left hand, which is my receiving hand, and I extend it out, and I imagine a line from the bottom of this point down into the center of the earth, and from the top of this point to the clouds. And so I hold it out of my energy field to stabilize my energy field. So I'm right on the margin, which is the extension of your arm. And just imagine, it's a tether, right? So it connects you to the earth and it connects you to the angelic realms. And gather that energy and then bring it close to you. I like to hold it close to my heart, which is your central chakra. It's your 4th chakra out of a 7 chakra system. And then just bring it close and feel that universal energy moving through. It'll start to kind of unwind knots in your energy field. It'll help you feel more calm. And do that for as long as you need. At least a few deep breaths. That's a really great way of working with a double terminated point. So first you gather the energy from above and below, and then you bring it into your own field. So enjoy. That's an easy way to unwind. But quartz is the only material that you can really do that with because of the vibration and the frequency. It's more powerful than other minerals. We see you, Christy Lynn. Congratulations, you guys, if you got Pakemer today. They're really beautiful. That one seemed to have some etchings on their face.
It does,
didn't it?
yeah, it
Can you
does.
show those?
Yeah.
Not there. I'm thinking more of the faces. Like yeah. Ooh. Do you see that, you guys?
I do.
There's a lot happening there. I don't see record keepers per se, but it definitely
Like
looks
a
etched.
little mountains.
It's very pretty, isn't it? Oh, mystic mantra. I can't even imagine, to me, my heart was most broken this year for older people, because they need company more than any of us. It gets so lonely.
Okay, look, if you didn't ask me to do this, I'd be in trouble, okay?
No, well, you wouldn't be in trouble at any point in bringing me a bottle of wine, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick.
Of course.
You didn't have a sip on the way up, did you?
Yeah, it's still
Totally
closed.
closed.
I'll need the wine opener over there too. Take 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you totally would, Chris McDaniel. And some people do sell Pakemers as Herkimers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's cool.
Nope.
Because the people who mine the Herkimers, it is special, and they deserve to have their stones. I don't like it when people knowingly or unknowingly confuse stones, And when you buy crystals, because there's a lot of places to buy crystals, I'm sure not all your crystals are from Sage Goddess, you should always ask, you know what I mean? And see where your double terms are coming from. That's my son. Did you hear him? We brought him. Yeah.
A bottle of wine.
We're different kinds of parents. Like, hey, son, go get us a better bottle of wine. 14-year-old.
Hook me up.
Yeah. Oh my God, his voice is so deep, and he makes Dave sound like Dave is going through puberty because Dave's voice isn't as deep. Oh my God. Yeah, my kids are pretty amazing. I have to say, I have really good kids.
Played a small part, very small, but I was involved, albeit temporarily.
Given that both of our kids look exactly like you, I would say you played more than a small part. I literally I think Nick has my nose and my temperament.
That was a Top Gun moment. We.
It was a we. I know, poor Dave. You thought it was a man friend? Not today, darling. Wouldn't that be an interesting SGTV? We should have an invisible man friend and give him a name.
A woman friend?
Oh, you want a woman friend?
Hey.
Listen, I can play that game too. That's the fun about having a diverse partner. Okay. You guys are funny. Okay.
Focus.
I don't know what oh, balls.
So, since we're on the topic.
Balls. Okay. These are so cool, you guys. And I get hypnotized by these because if you start looking at the formations and stuff, there's really interesting stuff. On the left one, I saw an elephant. I saw like a stingray, and then I saw a dude. And that was just looking at it for a couple of minutes. This calls for wigs. Jody says, how does this work? It's my first time. Well, welcome in, first of all. We're going to show you some really pretty things, and then once I tell you what it is and how much it is, and my team with
It's
the
a
gold
buffalo.
box. See, it's no, it's a donkey.
Or an elephant. I could
it's
see
a-
the
it's a
elephant
bull.
with the trunk.
Anyway, you can say sold, and if we have enough, and if you come in at the beginning, then you win it, and you get an invoice in your email, and then you can and then we ship it to you. Isn't that cool? You see the elephant, right? So these are what line are these, Barbara?
Oh, I don't know. I was distracted 20 minutes ago.
Oh my god. It's only Tuesday. This doesn't bode well for the week ahead, does it? Okay, these are Shungite with quartz spheres. This is line 43.
Mm-hmm.
So these come
They're
from
heavy.
Russia. These come from Russia. Most Shungite comes from Russia, right? I mean, Shungite is Russian. If you find out that your Shungite comes from somewhere else, you got to really ask, is it Shungite?
Shungite!
He used to call it Shungite. If you're in LA, that's probably funny to you. Anyway, could you just...
I did.
He licked the bottle.
Don't act like you're
Okay, let me
impressed.
smell this one.
This one's better. The other was already open.
Oh, why did you do that?
Well, because I had opened it with that thing, the aerator thing that doesn't
but it shouldn't
work half
taste
the
like
time.
that.
Well, clearly it hadn't sealed. It's
See,
called.
Maruda got it.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is unique, Ursula. So this is Shungite with quartz, and it's a natural pocket that they found. You know, quartz is silicon dioxide. It's the most common mineral on the planet. You find it on every continent. So it's not uncommon to find it growing with pretty much any other material on the planet, right?
Dirty glass. Come on.
So we have, it's just one size of these. I only have 13 of these, and they're under $40. So keep that in mind as you're deciding whether you'd like one or not. They are, the size on these is 1.5 to 2 inches. Shungite.
They're beautiful, and they're heavy.
Balls for days. Christina G. What's Shungite? So Shungite is this material, really made its first debut, was used in Rome. Now, what I've never kind of sorted out for myself, and I geek out on stuff like this, I wrote a crystal history book, so a lot of this was in my research for writing crystal lore legends and myths. A lot of you have read. Anyway, so the Romans had it, you know, in the Roman Empire. It's like, how did it get from Russia to Rome? Haven't really settled that question in my mind yet. But, you know, we had trade routes, so it's a possibility. Anyway, Shungite is this this mineral that, and I don't even know if it's classified as a mineral, is it? I actually don't know. I'm not sure Shungite is classified as a mineral. Shungite removes impurities from water. So when the Romans built their aqueduct system in ancient Rome, they lined the aqueduct system with Shungite. And to this day, in Russia, they sell Shungite for aqueduct use. So people still use it as a water purifier. I have plenty of customers who keep a Shungite tumbled stone in their water bottle to remove impurities. It also helps to mitigate the effects of electromagnetic frequencies. So if you're worried about your devices, Shungite's kind of a good stone to have around. I have a Shungite sphere. Remember when we had them with the Flower of Life on sagegoddess.com? We don't have those anymore, but I have one of those here in my windowsill just to kind of keep because it's right near where everything's plugged in. Yeah, so these are spheres, and then the white lines are quartz. It's in a quartz matrix, but the quartz lines make these really interesting designs and patterns. Isn't that cool? The light is very low on second camera. is it? Should we turn it up?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Pressing buttons here.
She says, I have a tile on my phone to block radiation. Is that what it's for? Yeah, it's supposed to, mitigate those effects. When the 5G really started, we had a lot of people asking for Shungite because they believed that it would help them to prevent the, negative effects of that frequency. So these are $39 each. I have 13. My opinion is Shungite does the same thing for your energy field that it does for your water, right? It emits a frequency that helps to purify and cleanse. I call it the filtering stone, so it keeps the good in and the bad out. And a lot of us work with Shungite all the time. I have Shungite in my car. I have Shungite in my purse. A lot of people wear Shungite bracelets. It's interesting. My biggest customer base for Shungite bracelets is law enforcement. Because it's pretty inconspicuous, like nobody's really going to notice it, but it's really good for filtering energy. I have a friend who keeps a Shungite pyramid on her desk and she's done it ever since she had this weird exchange with her boss, and she's like, I swear it keeps my boss away. Like, my boss does not come near my desk if the Shungite's there, right?
No wonder everybody, it works with me, has Shungite on their desk.
Keeps the crazy away. And they're just pretty too. I think it's really neat. When I first saw this material, I've only known about this material, the Shungite and quartz, for the last couple of years. I saw it was first out in Tucson, I think 3 years ago. And I was like, look at that, Shungite and quartz. It's really neat. So enjoy.
The team is pulling as much Shungite as they can out of the out of the warehouse right now and lining their desks with it.
Yeah. What can I say? Yeah, you should always notice if your people you work for are putting a lot of Shungite out. It's a little message to you. Oh. Madeline Ortiz says her obsidian generator does the same thing. I'm sticking with Diet Dr. Pepper for now, kids.
Are you? You don't like the wine?
I don't know. I'm not ready for it yet.
Oh.
God, I love Dr. Pepper. I really do.
It's like a worse.
If I go to heaven one day and there's no Dr. Pepper, I'm gonna come back. There better be Dr. Pepper. I know it's bad for me, but you know what? There are worse things to be doing than Dr. Pepper. Okay. You need a tabletop of it, Debbie? Don't we all, right? I feel like I want my house built out of Shungite. For goodness sake. Yes, it was, Jason. It sure was. Your Shungite plate from Crystal Masters. Yeah, and I still use that every month. It's one of my favorite tools of Crystal Masters ever because it's got the alchemy symbol on it for manifestation. This is good stuff. So cheers. I did, you know what? They had Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry, Jess Wilson Parsons, at the actual in-person market this past week. And I say that because I've mostly been ordering my groceries online. But the in-person market is very exciting.
What's an in-person market?
Like where you go in.
Uh-huh. Okay.
As opposed to like the person comes to you. I get so excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So Annette's asking if we claim something, how do we know if we want it? So the Team SG has the gold box around them. They're going to list the names of the people who won the thing. And then you look to see if your name is there. Yeah. And you can always ask.
This one's not that much better.
Oh, yeah, we're trying to get more Shungite plates in from Russia. We're working on that right now, so stay tuned. We've got some things in the hopper. We are working on it. Okay.
We're 0 for 2 on the wine tonight.
And usually he is the, what's the name? The sommelier for the family. You're a smelly sommelier.
It's horrible. Try it.
Oh, no, that's nice. It's a little sweet.
You like that?
A little bit. It's a little sweet. I like it. Yeah, like the old days. The in-person store.
Wow.
Okay. Honest to God, the first time I went in a grocery store after not being in one for so long, I was so excited, and I probably looked like an alien. I kept walking around going, oh my God, cherries. You have cherries. Look at the sponges. You have so many different kinds of sponges here. Air fresheners. I need an air freshener. And I probably looked like the biggest, insane person they'd ever seen. And I was just so happy to be there.
Everybody's like that right now.
Seriously, I was like, bubble gum. There's 100 different kinds, and they're all right here. Udeolite.
We actually have 2 bracelets this evening.
We do. We have two different. Ooh, look at you! Always look so sexy in a bracelet. That's your labradorite, right?
It is.
Yeah, it looks so good on you. Okay, Udeolite bracelet. Yeah, we have one that has topaz in it, and then one that doesn't. So this is the non-topaz. The non-topaz is under $100, and the topaz version is under $120. So there's a slight difference in price because topaz is expensive, right? So let me talk about Udeolite, then we'll talk about the bracelet. So if you were on SageGoddess.com last week, we had adjustable Udeolite rings in sterling silver. So I spent quite a bit of time talking to you about Udeolite. Udeolite originally was found in Russia, and then a secondary pocket opened in Canada. You Canadians and your magic stones. Auralite comes from Canada. Really good Udeolite comes from Canada. So Udeolite is one of the most important stones for autoimmune healing, and I've been talking about it for 10 years because when I was diagnosed with MS about 11 years ago, this was one of the 4 stones that my crystal healer at the time said you've got to have: Sutolite, Udeolite, Tibetan quartz, and kyanite, blue kyanite, green kyanite if I could, but blue is good too. And so I searched, you guys. This was again almost 11 years ago, and at the time on Etsy there was nothing, and it was so expensive. This bracelet probably would have been $600 or $700 back at in the day. Before that Canadian pocket opened up, it was really hard to find it. And where Udeolite comes from in Russia is frozen most of the year, right? As are most of the Russian stones under ice, right? Canada does rock. I'm gonna make a bold statement. I've never met a Canadian person that I didn't just love instantly. Truly, there is something about the Canadian spirit that's really warm, and your food's good, and that's very important to me. So these are 7 inches. There's quite a few stones, as you can see. It's open on the back too, and then it's adjustable. So it's like 7 inches up to about 8.5 inches. They're even beautiful on the back. So if this is a physical healing stone, and primarily it's for healing of autoimmune disease, and I've had a lot of success working with it for central nervous system conditions, especially where those central nervous conditions include pain. So like fibro, MS, any of your lupus. Also, I've had clients with lupus really have a good experience with Udeolite too. So this one is the without topaz. I have 5. They're $99 each. Aren't they pretty? That flash of the red in that Udeolite is just gorgeous. It is. It's like Cabernet red. Isn't that stunning? And the black in Udeolite, if I'm not mistaken, is Ametrine. Whoop whoop. Which, so the party bonus that you get in your stone is that Ametrine also protects your boundaries, your aura. And I think that's probably part of how it heals, candidly, by keeping a little bit of the overwhelming energy. Yeah, trigeminal neuralgia. I feel you right there. I'm not happy to feel you, but I understand you.
Now we only had, what, 5 of those?
5 of the ones without topaz. So congratulations,
here's
right?
the one without topaz. And then
I have a really tiny wrist too, Linda Lesto. So if you ever want me to try something on, I'm a 6 or 6.5 inch wrist. So if you ever want me to try something on for you for size, I'm happy to do that too. If you want to like test drive it. And then now he's gonna show you the plus topaz version, which I think is gorgeous too. Those are white topaz. They're round, brilliant cut. They almost look like diamonds, don't they? It's so pretty. So they're a little bit bigger Udeolites, and then you have the introduction of the topaz too. He's got sexy arms. It was the first thing I noticed about him. No, it really was. I was crazy about him, and I used to like awkwardly stare at his arms when we were dating.
it was awkward. She wouldn't like look at me face on. She kind of kept going to my side and look at my arms.
I thought it was hot. Still think it's kind of hot.
Some
Okay.
days,
Some days, you know, if you're married, you know.
get away.
This one is the same. So this is 7 inches adjustable, right? I have 7 of these. I have a little bit more quantity. These are $119 for Udeolite with topaz. Isn't that pretty? Topaz, I love topaz. Topaz takes us back to ancient Greece and Rome. The warriors had shields in ancient Greece and Rome, and they would burnish, which means like level set a piece of topaz into their shields, because the Greeks and Romans thought that topaz made them invisible to their enemies. So they thought it threw their enemies off course. It's a very protective stone. It's mentioned in the Bible. And most topaz today comes from Brazil. Topaz grows with tourmaline, and it grows with quite a few stones that you're already familiar with. I love the way topaz terminates. because quartz, terminates in a point, but topaz has like a flat termination, like dambarite. It's just one of my favorite crystals. I'm a sucker for topaz. I have a piece from my friend Sylvia, a topaz piece that she made, and I swear to you, it's one of my favorite things in the world. By the way, I almost forgot to tell you this. This is a Sylvia piece, and I'm giving this piece away. And but I'm doing something really special with it, only for people who are here who watch this. If you, so I'm going to mention this throughout the show, the sale tonight. If you shop at sagegoddess.com and you say Tourmaline in your notes, okay, that's how you enter to win. And you have until midnight tomorrow. Okay, so today's Tuesday, you have till midnight Wednesday, and then we'll announce the winner. One of you is going to get this. This is a blue Udeolite tourmaline necklace by Sylvia Peluso, and it has a raw diamond on the front. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to wear it through the show, and then I'm going to give it away to one customer, and we'll announce the winner. I know, isn't that cool? At the time, I think she charged $399 for that, Udeolite and diamond. Udeolite is one of the rarest of the throat chakras and stones in the world. Udeolite is the rarest colored tourmaline, blue tourmaline. Isn't that fun? So yeah, well, you could always just go back and get a tumbled stone. There's no minimum purchase. Go get one of those $2 zircons, you know what I mean? And then make sure you put tourmaline in your notes. I know. I'm really excited. We'll talk more about that. I'll take it off in a little while so you can see it up close too. SageGoddess.com. But you got to put tourmaline in your notes. I'm only gonna choose from people who say tourmaline, and I'm not telling anybody else about this. Only you guys are gonna hear about it tonight. So it's kind of a special little perk of joining us this evening. Isn't that fun? Okay. These are so pretty. These are pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, I didn't realize they were stars. Ooh. Do you have the flashlight?
Mm-hmm.
You got to shine it on in the front.
I will.
He knows how to make the star shine. I'm like waiting for it. I see a little bit of it.
Dropping the flashlight here.
It's weird because I'm not seeing the. Are you seeing it? I see a little bit of that light play across the surface. What they call asterism.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Okay, he found it. He'll be able to show it to you. We have to find it first, and then we can show it to you.
It's just hard to get on it.
It's hard to recreate it with artificial light. You kind of need direct sunlight to do it. Anyway, these are star rose quartz. So star rose quartz is kind of like star sapphire and star ruby, where it's less than 5% of the stones have this asterism. And what they do is they basically make like a 6-pointed star. You've seen my star sapphire ring. And so these are little cabochons. And see, that one I can almost instantly see more of it.
Oh, I think I wasn't holding the...
Maybe. What you'll see of it in this light is kind of like a kind of a shine over the surface of it, and then if you get that out in sunlight, you're going to see a 6-pointed star.
It's just the camera's not picking
Yeah.
it up.
So we have 2 different sizes of these. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. The smaller one, these are from Brazil, by the way. Star rose quartz cabochons. The smaller one I have is under $40, and I have 44 of those.
Oh, almost.
Almost. I thought I saw it. And then the bigger one, I have 9 of them, and that's under $50. Isn't that cool? Yeah, the other one, Debbie, you see it? The smaller one you can see right away. But that little shimmer that you're seeing where it's like, it's almost like this light ray is chasing the flashlight, that's the star. It's just hard to recreate it when you're in a... what is Mozambique rose quartz? It's rose quartz from Mozambique. It's African rose. And some of the African rose is star too. I have seen star rose quartz from Africa. I've seen star rose quartz from Madagascar, and I've seen star rose quartz from Brazil. Those are the only 3 countries, though, that I personally, like with my own eyes, have seen it. Aren't they pretty? So let me back up. What's rose quartz? Because some of you are new, and I do like to teach. Rose quartz is the universal stone of love. It vibrates with that heart chakra frequency. It's the best beginning love stone because, like, rhodonite is really good for healing bad relationships and Unakite jasper is really good for forgiveness. And there's other love stones, right, that you can go into. Rhodochrosite's really good for physically healing the heart and for opening the heart after heartbreak. But rose quartz attracts love. Rose quartz is, in the Greek word, it's agape, right? It's the love that you feel for your community, for the planet, for each other, for your family. And so it's the best place to begin when you're starting your journey with crystals. If you don't have a piece of rose quartz yet, you should. And I love rose quartz jewelry. I hope that if you get one of these, you'll take it and have a ring made of it or a pendant, because it helps to keep your heart open as you move through your day, whether you're at work or whatever you do. Yeah. And so the universal love stone for you. The small ones, I have 44. They're 3/4 of an inch, and they're $39. And the medium, I have 9. They are 1 to 1.25 inches, and those are $49. For star rose quartz cabochons, which is pretty cool. We haven't had that for you. I don't think we've ever had star rose quartz cabochons. We've had star rose quartz spheres, like 2 or 3 of them, not very many. It's not a common material to find, because again, it's less than 5% of all rose quartz contains that or offers that asterism. Aster means star in Latin, and so asterism is that light play across the surface that forms in direct sunlight. So congratulations. I think they're so pretty too. The other things you can do with this, and you know this, I can always pull down my wand to show you. I make wands, and I use cabochons on my wands because they're, they've got a flat back. So they're really nice for decorating wands if you like to do that. A lot of us in our community like to do that. They're great for grids too, because again, there's a flat surface on the back, so they lay really nicely on grids. That's exactly right. So Elizabeth Moore is asking, a cabochon is flat at the bottom, so they can, or saying that so they can be set in jewelry. That's exactly right. So, and that's typically how jewelry is set, right? At least on cabochon. Cut and faceted stones tend to have what we call a table, and then the stone is more pointed at the bottom. But the cabochon is that kind of curved, and it usually has a flat bottom. Yeah. So congratulations. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so Joyce Westfall, that's exactly right. So what people do is they cut and paste the whole thing my team posts. So rose quartz cabochon, $49 or whatever, they cut and paste that and then write sold. If they know they want it while I'm talking, they start typing. They start typing sold, and then as soon as Team SG posts it, they cut and paste, drop it in, and hit enter. That's the secret that I've learned from our community over these years.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks, yeah. So hopefully that's helpful. I'm glad you guys like them. Okay. Hi, Lily. How are you today? Thank you for coming to our fiesta.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about this next one.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I like it when he gets excited.
Yeah, I am. I like this one.
Okay. I don't see anything, so. Oh, you're hiding it.
Hiding it. You ready?
Is it being hidden in New Zealand?
How you can drink that?
That's really good. Oh, I love this too.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I love this. I only had one, right?
Yeah, we just have one.
Is it under rose?
Page 1.
Really?
What's number 9?
Oh. Yeah, we only have one of these. This is one of those things. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time, and I've never seen a Tanzanite rose. Have you? So I hope whoever gets this, it's under $500, which is crazy. It should be $1,000.
Oh.
It should.
Can you imagine what this would be in one of those little shops?
Yeah, can you imagine if you went into a jewelry store? I mean, they would be charging you $5,000 for
Oh
this.
my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley, it's only for orders from now until the end of the day tomorrow. I can't, unfortunately, if you already ordered, I can't line up your order with a code. But what I'm recommending is just go get a tumbled stone. If you want to enter to win it, just grab a tumbled stone. I have some really amazing things right now. If you didn't get the zircon or the spinel, that's what I would recommend you get. Those are crazy rare.
Guys, look at that. It's so beautiful.
If you buy this, I want to see what you make. I wouldn't put this on a wand. This would be a ring or a pendant. Can you imagine like doing
as a ring? Wow.
It would be beautiful, or as a choker, kind of like as a like a
It's got to be that center stone.
This is a star of a show. Isn't that incredible? It should be a ring. That's what Linda said too. I know. Tanzanite comes from Tanzania, Africa. It was discovered in the last century, actually, and this is also a story in my crystal history book if you ever want to read that. it's a fascinating story, actually. There was a massive storm in Tanzania. The region where this is from is right at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, called Marilani. And there was a massive storm. The village fled, and there was lightning strikes, and it was too much. So the village fled, and when they came back a few days later, there were these really beautiful periwinkle crystals all over the ground. And the village celebrated. They thought it was a blessing. And as I always say, it was a blessing, because those little blue crystals now support pretty much the entire economy of the country of Tanzania. And what happened was the lightning during the storm pierced the mountain base, and as it retracted, it actually pulled the Tanzanite out of the earth. Otherwise, we would never know that this crystal was living within the earth. And my question is always like, what else is hidden in the earth that we're just like one lightning strike away from? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what keeps me excited about this work. So Tanzanite is a member of the Synergy 12, one of the most important spiritual development stones you can work with. Activates the third eye. It's the third eye stone of the Synergy 12. So this is cosmic consciousness. I mean, it really is. And Tanzanite is far more rare than diamond. And that's why I'm saying if you went into a jewelry store, this is a natural, untreated Tanzanite hand-carved into a rose. There's no way it would be under $500. And I will say something. I will not disclose your secret. When you have this ring made and somebody's like, God, that thing looks like it's worth $20,000, my lips will be sealed. I'll be like, it sure does, because it's beautiful. And if you don't want it, I'll keep it. Mm-hmm. Okay, $4.99. Ready, go.
There's just one.
I'm really excited to see who gets this, because when we find super special things like this, I genuinely think about that. Like, who's going to take that home, and what are they going to do with it? Because that is a real treasure. When you think about how rare it is, and the original size of this.
Red Fox!
Hey, Sherry! Whoop whoop! So happy to see you. That's my red fox in the house.
Damn it.
Congratulations.
Okay, so I didn't want to say anything because there was only one. I was kind of hoping it did. So.
Aww.
Because I wanted to, well, it's beautiful. Congrats.
I'm happy you got it.
Congrats.
Margie Azerman! Got it!
Good for you.
Yay, Margie! I think it's so beautiful. I'm genuinely happy for you. And what I was going to say, because I just, I think I like to get you thinking about these things. Can you imagine the rough that they began with to cut that? I mean, we're talking a hunk of Tanzanite. Pretty cool story, isn't it? I love it so much. Yep, we still have rose quartz, star rose quartz cabochons left. We have small ones, if you'd like one. Yeah, not very many of them, I don't think, but we do have a few left. If you missed them, they're here. We're happy for you, Margie. What are you going to do with it, Margie? Are you going to make a necklace or a ring? I would set it in yellow gold, just because that is a fine stone. That's not, I don't consider Tanzanite semi-precious. I consider it precious. It is rarer than diamond. So you have a precious stone. She's a lucky girl. We're all happy for you. You like it rough with a hunk, Morgan? Me too, honey. Me too. I like big hunks, and I cannot lie. Do we have rubies tonight? I don't think we have rubies. We actually have a ring that's a ruby.
We do.
We have a ruby ring.
We do.
That's about it. Yeah. It's, I'll tell you why I don't have much ruby. Most ruby comes from India. Shram is able to get me ruby. Shram.
Yeah, but India's going through it.
But
right now.
India's in the middle of just an absolute COVID nightmare. So is Nepal, by the way. Please keep praying for them. As it gets easier here, it's getting harder there. Put it in your belly button and dance on the next full moon. That would be nice too. You could always make like a little belly chain with it and like stick it.
Video, please.
What? What? Video, please? Oh, you want to see that? Oh. I'm like, what? Shram's doing good, but he's in the north, They're not as hard hit.
Our lighting tonight is just atrocious. And I think it's because of the light coming in from the window.
It's one of the first real sunny days we've had
Yeah,
in the last month.
But I'm looking at it. I wish you guys could see. There's a lot of light here. But for some reason, I think it's the light coming through the window that's monkeying with it. I don't know.
One of our main carvers in India died of COVID 2 weeks ago. That was a heartbreak. I mean, he's irreplaceable. Yeah, it has sucked. It's beyond sad. Okay. Now this is really cool. This is a brand new find out of Minas Gerais, Brazil. And I know you guys love that too. I get so excited because again, like the earth is constantly surprising us. We think we've seen everything and it's like, but you haven't seen this. This is red Aragonite with blue calcite from Brazil.
And semi-translucent.
It is. This is really beautiful. Calcite is peace and joy and harmony, and Aragonite is focus, concentration, and strength. This is just a little flame of joy and strength for you. Isn't it gorgeous? I've never seen anything like it. When you first look at it, it's like, is that jasper? But then you see that it's so translucent, there's no way, right? And it's not chalcedony. So brand new pocket of a brand new mine in Brazil. Now we don't have a lot of this. I have 21 of the small and I have 25 of the large. And then that's literally all of this that we could get from Brazil. So
that's it.
If you like cool, interesting things. Now I do want to show you the flame shape because I have a way that I like to work with these. You may have your own technique, which is great, but this is mine. So the flame shape, and actually I cultivated this practice with the man who carved the first flames coming out of Brazil, because I was able to have a conversation with him. This was years ago, and I was able to ask, like, what was your intention in creating the flame, right? They were the first ones to do it. And he said, well, the idea is you have this flat bottom, but he got tired of just seeing generators, just straight points. And he said, I like the idea that there's some femininity here, that it sort of twists and curves, right? Do you see? It's not just a straight point. It's got hips, honey. And so what I found is really helpful to work with these and to do with them is to take the flat edge against your solar plexus, which is right above your belly button. That's your seat of confidence and power and strength. And these create like a vortex of energy, a swirl of energy, but it's a winding energy. It's almost like Kundalini energy. So it extends out from the solar plexus and then wraps back in. And so this is how you work with a flame. My way to work with a flame. But you can also work with a flame just like you would work with a generator, right? So it can be the centerpiece of a grid. If you want it to be, this material often does have quartz in the matrix because of where it grows. So this is also something that could be a centerpiece of a grid too. Isn't that cool? It's got hips, honey. Having hips is a good thing. So the small ones that I have 21 of, those are 4 to 5 inches. And the medium ones that I have 25 of are 5 to 6 inches. They're under $200, but this is rare. This is the only material of this pocket of this mine that I'm aware of at all. So the small one is $179, and the large one is $199. And there's no retail value because these don't exist anywhere else. Isn't that cool? And they're hand carved too.
Oh,
I just
they're
think they're
beautifully
stunning.
carved. Yeah, the polish on these is amazing.
So again, joy, focus, structure, organization, which that's why Aragonite is so calming, because Aragonite, if you're overwhelmed and there's like too much information, too much energy, Aragonite kind of creates focus and structure around that, and a little bit of balance too. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like those. I love bringing like super rare things, you know what I mean? That's kind of what these sales are all about. If you're new to these sales, it's like, what's interesting? Tanzanite roses, like a brand new stone from Minas Gerais, like a blue opal Hanuman carving, or these handmade goddesses or handmade lamp or citrine with tourmaline. Like these sales are all about bringing you the most unique
really
stuff.
unique things. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So congratulations. Yeah, we had 21 of the small and 25 of the medium, and then there's no more of that coming. Just something special and new. I'm keeping one because I think they're so cool. Yeah. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Superpower for Capricorn. It would be really good for Capricorn because the Capricorn has so much Aragonite energy already. You guys tend to be structured, you tend to be focused, you tend to be organized, but the calcite is what the Capricorn needs. Calcite, because the Capricorn, a lot of times, the process of learning how to relax, enjoy, and just embody the energy rather than constantly working, climbing, striving is the great life lesson for Capricorns. You see a woman holding a baby in the larger one? That's cool. I see a dragon with a big mouth trying to eat something.
Like right here?
Yeah. It's like, yeah. you keep your Aragonite in the living room. How does it work? Like, do you like having that energy in the living room? Might be good. For me, I feel like this would be a good one too. I mean, it's an awfully expensive thing to give to your kids, but maybe for you, if you're going back to work and you like want to put that on your desk, that would be a good desk piece. I would really recommend that. Yeah, Capricorns are ass kickers, man. That's why I think that they are, one of the most powerful forces of creation on the planet.
You see a little hammer?
He's always there.
And he's just sitting on the little branch
He sits on that branch and this one right here. When I'm teaching, I always
he's
see him.
enjoying himself there.
Hi, cutie. He's such a cute. You see the dragon? Yeah, he's trying to eat somebody. He's like, well, cheers. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I'm glad
congrats,
you
you
got one of
guys.
those. Yeah. That golden lepidolite. So the good news is I have a little bit more of that coming. Only the palm stones. So I hope you're excited about that too. That was one of the coolest things we brought you in a long time. But that's going to take a little while to get here because they're not here yet. But I just wanted you to know I followed up and I'm like, do you have any more of that? Because I loved it and they loved it. Yellow lepidolite. I mean, it's so cool, right? Anything for money tonight? The citrine generators. I don't know if we have any more of those.
Oh, we have more citrine
We
coming.
have big citrine.
Big citrine coming.
Do you want big money?
We have
I got big
citrine coming.
Yeah. So
In fact, maybe we should show that in a second because, soon.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, very soon.
Stephanie G, yes, it would. For a teenager, I would love to see them working with Lemurian blue. It's a harmonizer. And teenagers, the big thing for teenagers, I'm finding as a mom of two, is they don't know how to organize themselves and their energy. They need help. They're integrating new emotions, new hormones, new worldviews, new ways of seeing the world, and they don't have a schema for that. They don't have a framework for that. So what I'm finding is the challenge of parenting at that age is I have to help them understand this world, and they've got big questions. So, and a lot of times they don't communicate. They can go very inward. So you got to kind of pull it out of them and then help them.
Especially the boys.
Without being overbearing. You know what I mean? So, it's my girl.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Only one of her. Yep, it's my friend who makes these, and I get like half a dozen at a time because they're all handmade. It takes her weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to make these, and each one is made with a specific intention. So the ones that she paints in all the colors are her chakra goddesses. Aren't they beautiful? I own 3 of her pieces, and they are treasures in my collection. Truly. The first one I got from a friend of mine. I bought it from a friend of mine, and it was actually broken. Her little hand had been broken, and I was like, I don't care. I want her broken. I'll take her however I can get her. So, and I still have her with her,
We're all
her little
broken.
I was like, I don't care. Shit, man. Throw things away because they're broken. You get a little E6000, you fix her right
There
up.
you go.
So anyway, mine's got a little wonky little finger, but I don't care. This does not have a wonky finger. Isn't she pretty? So each one of them has an intention, and so she's your ascension guardian. She's holding apophyllite in all of her hands. Do you see there's 3 different little clusters of apophyllite, which is a member of the zeolite family, really good for spiritual growth. That's what apophyllite's main job is. Yeah. I know, Casey's here. All the peeps are here tonight. It's so great to see you guys. And she's, according to the artist, she is primarily a heart chakra guardian. That is green apophyllite in her hands. So this particular goddess, as she was creating her focus energetically was on the heart chakra. So if your heart chakra is hurting or, you've had a heartbreak, the designer created this piece really with you in mind. We have a second one, but she's so different. So this is the only heart chakra goddess in the world right now. So she makes every piece by hand, and then she dresses her and paints her by hand. So it's this really beautiful process. I'm obsessed, as you can tell. These are always the same price. So they're $750. It's a set price by the artist, and only one of her. So enjoy. She's your heart chakra guardian. Isn't that cool? Thank you for that, Anastasia. I love you too. That's so beautiful. Yeah, she's a very much a pride ascension goddess. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Hi, Roberta Smith. I see you. She's your 5th chakra goddess. Will we get another skull made out of citrine? Probably not this year.
Yeah.
Citrine is just real hard to come by, and the skulls only come from Brazil. I haven't seen a citrine skull since Tucson 2020.
No, we had one, some.
Oh, we did have the small ones.
Yeah.
I'm thinking bigger ones.
Yeah.
We did have some smaller ones, but we don't have any more of those coming.
Mm-mm.
We might have some additional pieces of citrine coming in the next couple of months. I don't know for sure. But they're not carvings.
We do, but not carvings.
Not carvings.
It's natural.
Yeah.
We have natural coming.
Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? I know. So there she is. Congratulations. Oh, who got that? Indigo Skies. Enjoy her. I mean, they're just, I don't even know what to say. You know, some people are more attracted to them than other people. I literally, like, my crown chakra flies off when I look at these little goddesses. I just love them so much. And we have these pillows at sagegoddess.com. If you want to enter to win the necklace, you could always go on sagegoddess.com and get yourself a velvet pillow. You know what I mean? But make sure you put tourmaline in your notes. I'm giving away my blue tourmaline and raw diamond necklace from Sylvia Peluso to one of you who shops at sagegoddess.com between today and tomorrow. So I like her on the purple pillow. I think that's really beautiful. Okay, this is your Guardian of Peace. Do you need a Guardian of Peace? I do. She is holding spirit quartz in both of her hands. Isn't she beautiful? And I'm always telling the artist, I'm like, I want clothing like this. I want like gauzy, wrappy. I keep bugging Yasmina too. I'm like, when are you gonna make me clothes? I need clothes. I got shawls. Now I need clothes. Have you noticed there's not a lot of goddess clothing out there? And I don't want to have another business. I'm tired. Like, can one of you just please make a goddess clothing company? Like, people are like, you should make it. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I keep bugging people I respect to see if they'll do it. So she's your Guardian of Peace with her little spirit quartz in her hands and her beautiful purple. And then on the top of her head, she has a little, is that an Elestial amethyst? A little amethyst cluster. Isn't she sweet? So she's the same. They're all the same price. She's $750 as well. And I would get a little purple pillow for her. They kind of need that, you know. She feels like she's floating on that. But the expression on the faces is what does it for me with these beautiful goddesses, right? Doesn't she just look like she's where you want to be right now? It didn't even take shitty wine to get her there.
It didn't take shitty wine.
She's just
I
naturally
didn't give it
there.
another try, but I just didn't. I wasn't feeling it.
It wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah, well, but sometimes I know I don't know. My palate is not as refined as yours. It's better than that other shit. Let's be real. Isn't that pretty? Is that you every morning? I love that seriously so much. Yeah. Oh, you want to see the tourmaline necklace up close? Yes. I would love for you to see this up close. I put it on because I was like, otherwise I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
Is that him? Oh no, it was a shadow. I thought that was my little hummy. Here it is. And it's that's about a 24-inch chain on that. Isn't that beautiful? That is raw Udeolite blue tourmaline with a raw diamond on the top of it. See that little octahedral little goodie up there? That's a diamond. A real diamond. I think it's 0.15 carat of a raw diamond. Isn't that cool? So it's $399. That's what it's worth. There's no minimum purchase. So if you shop at sagegoddess.com, you just have to put tourmaline in your notes, and you have until midnight tomorrow, and then we'll announce the winner of this beautiful piece on Thursday. I've worn it a bunch of times, and it felt like it was ready to go to a new home. She doesn't do a lot of blue tourmaline. No, it's a giveaway. Yeah, you have to put tourmaline in your notes if you shop on sagegoddess.com before midnight tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, so that's why Jen T, I've been saying, like, go get a tumbled stone or get a little velvet pillow or something, you know what I mean? If you already shopped. If you want to enter. If not, that's okay too. Now this is one of my favorite things. I'm obsessed with these. And those of you
these
who
are
know,
beautiful.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are handmade for us in Egypt. And they don't exist. They're not on Amazon. They're not on eBay. And, you know, that always blows my mind because, I mean, everything's on Amazon.
Everything's on Amazon.
You know, usually it's like, and they could deliver it to you by 9 p.m. tonight, right? These are not. These are hand-blown oil diffusers. So what you do is you take your Sage Goddess perfume. I'm not going to do it for you live right now, but I'll just explain to you how it gets. Yeah, so what you do is you fill the top with your perfume, and you can put any SG perfume in there, any essential oil in there, anything you want to diffuse. I always use our perfumes, but maybe you have your own perfume or your own oils, right? And then you light the tea light, and the tea light warms the bottom of the little pocket that has the oil in it, and it sends up a little bit of smoke.
Can you give me the manifestation?
Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
It's my only one though.
Am I not supposed to?
I don't know. I don't have any more of it.
Can I just put a little in?
Yeah.
You don't seem very confident.
I guard that perfume with my life. Don't have any more. That manifestation perfume is everything. It's all pure. And we added Balm of Gilead essential oil this time, which is the most famous
I won't use much.
herb for attracting love. It's been used for hundreds of years in love spells and everything. So we imported that essential oil because now the manifestation perfume works for manifesting love.
Hand me a lighter.
And then, that might not be enough to get it cooking, but
That doesn't need much.
and then you light it. And then it takes a minute or two, but it starts to send up the smoke. Isn't that pretty? Did you see me? I'm like, what are you going to do with it?
Don't waste it, EA. What? It's all
Well,
good.
you know what? I will enjoy it, so I'll
See,
I'll
we'll
burn the
smell it.
rest
It'll
of
be nice. It'll
up.
create the experience in here, right?
I'm going to send you some
I like
manifestation
that.
energy. I have 31 of these, and they're $25. Not cool. Now, I've shared, I don't like electric oil diffusers. A lot of people do. So if you prefer electric, then this is probably not your jam. I just don't like them. I don't know why. The smoke that this releases is almost like as if you were burning the herbs. With an electric diffuser, I feel like it's more steam. And I like smoke. I don't like steam. So there's something for me about electric burners that just like is not my thing. Isn't that beautiful? So, and this is all we have left of this particular design. We're going to try and get some more designs done maybe at the end of the year for holiday, but I thought this is a cool thing. And I'll tell you something, what a great gift to give somebody.
This is, I mean, it's pretty cool.
They don't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you have that friend, you're like, God, her birthday's coming up and she has everything. She doesn't have that.
It's actually good if you're going back to the office or something like that.
Mhm.
Put it on your desk and you want just a little tea light, just something simple, make your office smell nice.
Yeah. And it's subtle. It's not like boom, you know, with the scent. It's very subtle.
We should put this in our kids' rooms.
No, because
Smell
Zoe
it.
with tea lights, she
yeah.
starts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
I'm not. They're not at the age yet where they can be safe with candles.
I just meant to make it smell better.
Oh. Maybe we can talk one day about how bad teenagers smell. I didn't believe it until I had them. Because when my kids were little, they always smelled so good. I always used to joke with Nick, you smell like maple syrup. When he was a baby, Nick always smelled like maple syrup. And he wasn't eating maple syrup, he just smelled like maple syrup. He doesn't smell like maple syrup anymore.
Not anymore.
No. It's not good.
If I knock it over, will you let me know?
New Zealand! Oh my god. Yeah, there's something about the electric, and I'll tell you something. I've tried most of the electric diffusers out there. And once people are like, oh, but you haven't tried this one yet, so I go and try that one. I'm like, I hate that one too. So I end up giving them away. I'm like, you know, I gave one to my one friend. I was like, God, I ordered this new one that everybody said was so great, and I don't like it. And she's like, I'll take it. I'm telling you what. It's time for Hovob's lamp. This, if you don't want, I'll keep it. Teen girls have an odor too, though. I mean, again, we can have a long conversation about this some other time, but girls, you know, boys don't have girls beat on that, I have to say. I'm wondering if you can get the lighting right, because that's a phantom point. That amethyst is phantom. This is a one-of-a-kind, oh, there it is. Oof. That's a beautiful shot. This is a one-of-a-kind handmade lamp by Hovov Rappaport, hovovart.com. So what he does is he finds a beautiful crystal centerpiece like this amethyst generator, and then he basically builds a lamp around it. So he attaches it to another gemstone for the base, and then I'm going to channel him for a minute. I think if he was here, he would tell you that those points around it are kind of like your spirit guides. He started creating this pod-like design a few years ago, and they're medicine pieces. it's basically you surrounded by your spirit guides. Isn't that beautiful? Now I have multiple of his lamps here in the crystal room because I've been collecting his lamps for a long time, and they're LED, and I never shut them off. They've been on in this room for like 5 years, so they don't get hot. It's safe to leave them on. This is literally the world's best nightlight. Honestly, Casey, it might be trapeche because I saw the same formation in it. It looks like a trapeche amethyst point.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of see the hub and spoke thing going on. So Casey, I think there's something there. Isn't it beautiful, Ciara? And they are Lemurian quartz points. He mostly does these pod designs with Lemurian quartz points, which makes sense, right? Because the Lemurians, many of us, came from that civilization and really feel connected to our spirit guides through that civilization, right? Yeah, they are. You guys are so smart. And I love it when you're like, those are Lemurians. I'm like, yes. For sure, Beverly. I agree with you. There's only one. It's 6.5 inches tall by about 8 inches wide, and it's $900.
And it's one of one.
And that is art. That is art. He goes into such a process to make these pieces, and there's a lot of love in them. I'm really grateful that he's still doing lamps. For a while he had stopped and was focusing on other things, and I just feel like when you own one of his lamps, you get a little bit of his magic, Do you ever buy things from people just because you want their energy? That's how I feel with him. I just think he's a good one, He's always been a calming, stabilizing influence in my life.
He and I have a lot of fun together.
Yeah, and they get along like peas in
peas
a
and
pod.
pod.
Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? What kind of amethyst did we call it? Trapeche, Trapiche, which is a form of amethyst where the phantoms create like a hub and spoke design where it's like triangles inside. Isn't that cool? I love that. You could add little ones to fill out the grid. I think he restrains himself because that could end up with 100 little quartz points on it. Isn't that gorgeous? So that is there if you would like one. We don't have any more of his lamps. I think that's the last one in our collection. So it is there for the right person. Kathy got it. Congratulations, Kathy
congrats.
Peretta.
I'm
I will
leave it
say
here just so you can continue to admire it throughout the show.
there's no wrong place to put that. That's love and peace and energy. Magnification is what quartz represents. And Lemurian quartz is really about unlocking messages from messages of unconditional love. So anyway, I'm thrilled for you. Yay!
You want to show maybe
Yep, we did talk about that.
that while I set up the citrine?
Okay. So next, I've got a fun necklace for you. Let me find it in my pages of tricks. I have 50 of these. This is a design that we had previously. We brought it back because people have been asking for moon pendants. But we only have the 50 available. This is Rainbow Moonstone. And look how pretty it is. I mean, the rainbow moonstone in these pendants is really nice quality. It's super, super flashy. Although Dave may need to take it to his camera because this camera is not as good when it comes to the fine detail.
Oh, almost there.
He's coming. So I'll tell you the rest of the details about it. This is sterling silver with 14 karat or 18 karat gold overlay. It's under $60, and that is rainbow moonstone in there with that blue flash. And he'll show it to you in a minute, and they're all super flashy. They're even flashy on the back, and it is open on the back, which is very important because that means the energy of the stone as you wear it is touching your skin. That's the shot. So what I love about this pendant is the crescent moon represents the new moon, and the rainbow moonstone represents the full moon. So this is really your amulet for new moon and for full moon. And look how flashy it is on the back too. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. You should probably blow out the candle, she said.
I can smell it.
Yeah, you should probably blow it out. I can smell it a lot, though. It smells like manifestation. Manifestation is very sexy. It's got frankincense and myrrh in it. It dries down to that. These are 17 inches in length, but they're adjustable. They've got a little bit of a extender on the back, so it's like 17 to 20 inches. No Ahawite, Angela Cox. Probably not ever, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Now, So Rainbow Moonstone, manifestation, completion, fruition, right? Because it represents the highest point of the lunar cycle. Dave's making you nervous. These
I'm
are
making myself nervous.
These are $59. For your La Luna,
La Luna.
a lot of you remember, Sherry D does too, when I first started bringing you little crescent moon necklaces back when Sage Goddess was in San Francisco. So this little crescent moon situation has always been kind of near and dear to us, right? KL, not right now, because we only had enough jars to make candles for the kit. But maybe once we get more jars in stock, we might be able to make it on its own. It won't be this month or next month, though, unfortunately. I'm so glad you like these. This is a great gift, too, for somebody you know who loves the moon. It reminds me of Stevie Nicks, too. One of my favorite iconic Stevie Nicks pictures, she's wearing a gold crescent moon. And she wore that for a long time in the 70s when she was with Fleetwood Mac. So it kind of always, it's a very Stevie necklace to me. Isn't that cool? La Luna! Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is, that's exactly right. There is Ahawite in the Aurolite 23, which we have at sagegoddess.com today. So if you want to enter to win the necklace, you could get a piece of Aurolite 23. There is Ahawite in there. And it's in the Quantum Auto too, to Casey's point. The reason why I will not have it for you is what's happened with Ahawite is what I think is about to happen with Moldavite, where people are charging, as my mom would say, up the wazoo, and I don't think it's cool. You know what I mean? I know it's rare, but once we run out of things, we start to just charge these exorbitant prices. So a small piece of Ahawite like this can end up costing you $1,500 to $2,000 wholesale. And most of my customers just don't really want to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on something like that. So what I would recommend is, go online, and if you see a vendor who seems reputable, grab a piece from them if you just want Ahawite and quartz. But I'm just not kind of willing to play the overpricing game. It's special, but it's not for me. It's not that special. That's probably a weird answer for you. Congratulations if you got one of the lunar pendants. They're really, really beautiful. You have it in black. I'm so happy. You always wear it at the new moon. I love that too. I don't know why my mom always said up the wazoo. That's manifestation, isn't it?
It
Yummy?
smells really nice in here.
I love it when he says our perfumes smell really good, because he doesn't love them all. Some of them drive him crazy. Almond drives him crazy. Magica Rosa drives him crazy.
Magica Rosa. I love it.
He does. He really loves it.
Yeah, that's like...
Yeah.
So we don't have much
Citrine. Thank you,
Citrine. And it isn't just, as you might have seen a little bit, some of the shots, it isn't just Citrine.
No. This is Citrine with magics.
Big magic.
You ready for that?
Big magic.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
It looks so much prettier in person. Don't we all? This is really special, and I'm gonna kind of tell you. Your grandma said up the wazoo too. What is it? First of all, what's a wazoo? I mean, is it? Oh, it's that?
Yeah. Hello.
Is it your front one or your back one? Wazoo.
Anyway.
Curious minds, I mean, you're probably sitting there going...
Just Google it.
Okay.
Just Google it.
Tell me what it is.
No.
Can you draw me a picture of it?
No.
What's your wazoo?
There's emojis. Just let it go.
It's the bum.
Yeah,
That's your wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
God.
You need a minute.
I really didn't know that's what a wazoo
All right.
was.
Well, now you know.
Okay. Look, you guys taught me something today. Let me get my notebook. Wazoo equals... How do we feel today? Look at the feed right now. I just want to say I'm proud of you for this. It's a Word to Gem show, and that's not what we're talking about right now. Okay. Wazoo. Okay. In all seriousness, let me bring it back. Yeah, total New Zealand moment, Andrea May, for God's sake. You say out the wazoo. So we've talked about citrine tonight, right? Like it is absolutely ridiculous what's happening with citrine in Brazil and in Africa. For different reasons. I think the Congo citrine there's a lot of violence in the Congo right now, which you're probably aware of. which might be impeding it. Certainly there's pandemic issues. Brazil was closed for several months, right? So the mines were closed and everything else was closed, right? So it's hard to get.
Guys. Yeah.
Natural citrine in one pocket grows with tourmaline. Black, green, blue, pink, rubellite, you name it, it's there. Watermelon. These are pretty insane pieces. Now let me look through. I don't know how we've organized this. Okay, so the biggest piece is on a base, and that is an Elestial citrine. You can really see the golden color there. That's a magnificent piece. Remember, I've taught you, so Elestial, when you see the word Elestial means older, usually, and Elestial means plating, Plating. That's the hallmark. So when somebody says, oh, this is Elestial, do you see the kind of dragon scales on that big piece? That's the hallmark. That's a telltale sign of Elestial, okay? So, and those markings are sometimes a result of water. They can be alluvial markings, Illuvial, alluvial, which means that stone had so much contact with water over thousands and thousands and thousands of years that the water actually started to mark the stone, right? It's a pretty remarkable experience.
Shoot, I'm having trouble.
Yeah, Hillary, remind me to talk about that in just a second. I kind of want to focus on where I'm at right now, but I will come back to your question because it's a good one. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but it bears repeating.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. The plating on your Elestial quartz is what gives it away. If somebody says, oh, this is Elestial, and there's no plating, it's not Elestial, okay? And how do you know if it's plating? If it looks dragony, like dragon scales, it's kind of really hard to explain other than that, but it always looks like that. I want you to compare and contrast that with the other pieces. You don't see the plating, right? You see the Lemurian lines, because most of these pieces are Lemurian. The Lemurian lines are sort of horizontal lines running one way. The plating goes, it's almost like a lifting off of the markings, right? Whereas the Lemurian lines are just horizontal one-way lines. Yeah, so now the gold in citrine comes from aluminum. The gold in golden healer quartz comes from iron. So that's one of the primary differences. There's different kinds of golden quartz, but citrine is unique. The difference between very light golden citrine and smoky citrine, to Hillary's question, and some of these are smoky, like this
I was going to say, but
this is smoky.
Look at this. You got the lines this way.
Uh-huh.
And then you got the plating.
You have plating on that side. Do you guys see the difference between the plating side, the ones that are plated with that are Elestial, and the non-Elestial? I just want to make sure I've taught that because it's like alligator scales, like Lola Bunny said.
Loretta, I didn't read duck at first.
I agree with you, Karen. I think it's super sexy, Carly. Well, Jeannie Heath, I think they are ancient barcodes. I mean, I really do. I think those Lemurian lines are efforts at communication. Now, what's cool about these pieces, you guys, they did not polish the citrine. I hate it when they polish the citrine, and they know that. I'm always like, because what they tell me is we polish it because our customers want that. And I'm always like, but my customers don't want that, because when they polish it, a lot of times they take off the really cool markings, and we look for that stuff, right? Now, the difference between the big piece there and the piece next to it, okay, is natural irradiation. Not heat treating in an oven, but the earth itself is an oven, right? So what makes smoky quartz different from clear quartz? Irradiation. Irradiation. And that is the natural heat within the earth as that crystal is forming. And so that Elestial one was not in as hot a pocket of the mine as the piece next to it, which irradiated it and brought it to a darker color. Does that make sense? Now, some pieces are more naturally irradiated than others. If this was heat treated, it would be orange. So that's how you know the earth did it. Mm-hmm. When the earth does it, it looks normal. When the oven does it, it looks bad. Okay? Not sure how else to say that. So we have of the small pieces. He'll show you the sizes. The small, I love the small, by the way.
The small's beautiful.
I love the small.
And let me just shine a little light through here. Let's make a killer lamp. Look at that.
Now I'm going to tell you something. We have 4 of these. We have 3 of the large, and we have 1 of the other 2 sizes. So 9 pieces of this citrine with tourmaline. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Ula hoop and flow. It's like a crystal spray tan. If you must. You know what I mean? Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? And look at the little teeny green guy on there. He's like, hello, I got stuck here, you know.
No, come on, focus.
Oh. You know, these are good looking citrines. I mean, you know, I'm still more handsome, but if you have to have a citrine, I... He doesn't like it when I do, Oscar. I'm gonna pinch you right back. Do not take Oscar. We went through this before and nobody liked it. Oscar's in timeout. Okay, I know. I'm getting there, Roberta. He threw Oscar. Okay. The small, I'll prepare you. The small is under $260. The medium is under $360. The large is under $500. And the biggest piece back there is under $1,200. Does that help you prepare? I know. Well, he's a Virgo. All he does is focus. And that's why he married me. Okay.
Rein her in.
Okay. I have 4 of the small. They are $259. 4 of that.
Which is crazy.
$259 for that. Urgh. Now you have to wait till Team SG says the thing. You have to wait. Aren't they beautiful? The medium, there's only one. That is the piece you are getting. It is $359.
That is okay. Yeah, that's nuts.
That's nuts.
I mean, look at.
It is so beautiful, you guys. It is
Right
so
in there.
whoa
Anyway,
beautiful.
yeah.
The large, I have 3 of those. $499. I might judge you if you don't get one. The prices on these are nuts, right?
And then one Big Daddy on a stand.
And that piece is $1,199. $1,199. And it's okay if you don't buy it. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorge? That's like an ice shelf. Looks like it should be floating in Iceland.
It's heavy.
So congratulations if you're getting citrine today. I'm very happy for you. Oh yeah. What's the white on the medium one? That is albite. And probably a little bit of feldspar. Which are kind of the matrix minerals, you know, the citrine and tourmaline grow in. Primarily tourmaline. Tourmaline you usually
We have some
find in
petalite back here too.
Ooh, show them that. That's really cool. It's a party bonus. A little lepidolite. Gonna help you CTFO. God, isn't that gorgeous, you guys? And look at the plating on that one.
Yeah.
Now those are alluvial markings for sure. That's water, which means that crystal was underwater for it had to be at least thousands of years to you know create those markings. Oscar for president, I would vote for him. You didn't see? He came right to the paint.
He's right there in that little branch.
He's so
You
cutie.
see him?
Yeah,
He
he's
loves
like
that
my
little
little
branch.
friend. I know.
Yeah, no, he's down with that.
Tiffany Woods, citrine. So we would not be able to, if we were buying these now, we wouldn't be able to sell them to you at that price. The price of citrine is going through the roof.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with citrine unless they find another pocket.
I need a new big pillow. This thing is just like shaggy dog.
I love that thing.
Maybe you could love it somewhere else.
Oh, it's perfect for me. We don't just get rid of things because they're old. That's so gross. It's so gross. Don't touch me with that thing.
That's what she said.
Dustin Walsh. Congratulations. Got the citrine on the base.
Good for you.
Yeah, cheers. It's beautiful. I mean, it literally just looks like the wall from Game of Thrones with tourmaline in it. And no White Walkers. Super happy for you. Whatever, he's making fun of my little ottoman thing, but I like it.
I just look at this. I'm like pulling Fluffer, just nutter off to everything.
Not all of us are Virgos. You know what? I shed a lot. You gonna get rid of me? I'm getting older. You have to find somebody who's younger and doesn't shed anymore.
No, less shitty younger models are taking me, okay? I'm good. I'm very happy here.
I'm younger and I don't shed.
Yeah.
That's right, no winter on that piece. Big money. Put the hands on Oscar. Oscar's like, keep that thing away from me.
Oscar went on a trip. Oscar's not going to be back for a while.
No one here finds that funny, okay? Later on, the social media threads and everything, This ottoman was from Urban Outfitters. Do you guys love Urban Outfitters? I love it so much. I got it.
They go out of business?
No. About once a month I go on Urban Outfitters.
I'm pretty sure they closed.
And have a little field day. I have to control myself. Anyway, it's my little ottoman. That one back there is from Amazon, the gold one. I like that one too. But the little Moroccan wedding one is from Urban Outfitters. Shipping is free, Sally Walker, in the U.S. And then it's $5 an item if you are not in the U.S. And a lot of people who are live with us are not in the U.S., which is always fun.
Trilite!
Trilite. This is such a beautiful piece, you guys. Oh my god. So I get to teach about Merkaba.
It's Merkaba.
That's kind of hot.
What?
I love it when he corrects me on Sacred Gem.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, the fact that you would even say that, like, it's so evolved of you.
It's Merkaba.
I don't know if it is or not, actually. So it's actually not a word. It's a combination of 3 words from ancient Egyptian. Mer means light, ka means body, and ba means spirit. Merkaba. Tomato. Trilite. Trilite comes from Brazil. It's relatively new. Like 4 years new, something like that. And it's a really good third eye stone. A lot of you love it. I love it too. It's a mixture. It's what we call an amalgam stone, right? Where it's multiple stones in one. So you have lazulite, which is the darkest of the blue. And lazulite gets confused with lazurite. Lazulite and lazurite are different. Lazurite is the blue that's in your lapis lazuli, and lazurite is the blue that's in your sodalite and in your afghanite. Lazulite is a different material. But it's still a third eye stone. And then you have scorzolite, which is the really vibrant bright blue in there. And then you have a little bit of lithium. Sometimes you'll see like a hint of like a purpley pink. Yeah. That's lithium. And then quartz. So those are the 4 minerals that make up trilite from Brazil. Isn't that cool? So it's a super powerhouse third eye combination. Like, I think if they were doing this in G12 now, I can't read Robert Simmons' mind, but I love his creation of the Synergy 12.
Don't get me started.
He is the father of the Synergy 12, and he did a great job coming up with those stones.
Okay.
So this would be part of my Synergy 12 because it is such a powerful third eye stone. Now the shape, Merkaba, the reason it's called this is because this is actually meant to be worked with as a 3-dimensional shape. So the legend is that in ancient times, this is how we used to travel between dimensions, that you could like summon the Merkaba and go inside of it. If you Google this, you'll find pictures. Like, people have drawn this, where they've drawn the Merkaba and then they've drawn the human spirit inside of it. And that this would spin, and my hand's too small to make it spin, but then it would like move you through the dimensions. So we work with this as a meditation tool to access higher dimensional realms of wisdom and knowledge. Like that. Isn't that cool? The Merkaba. Merkaba. Isn't that cool? So we have... I miss you, Alexis. I get to see Alexis soon. I'm very excited about that. I haven't seen you in so long. I have 23 of these. They are 2 inches, and they are $64. These are hand carved. They are $64. Yeah, I think they're so beautiful. You got 2 trilite pieces, Mackenzie. Isn't it cool? Yeah, the Star of David. You definitely see that.
I'm with you, Elizabeth. It's definitely the Star of David.
Well, the Star of David got kind of co-opted by Judaism from sacred geometry, right? So it represents the Star of David is are the two inverted triangles, right? Which is as above, so below.
I'm sorry, wait.
Yes, babe, there was history before Judaism.
I don't, no. No.
Nothing against Judaism.
No,
I love Judaism.
It's not true.
But there was sacred geometry before the Star of
No.
David. Oh my goodness.
We'll agree to disagree.
Oh, wow.
We'll just,
Okay.
scholars debate, but,
Well.
the German scholars, they agree.
Sally Walker says she's paying shipping for her. Do you mean from stuff from this sale, Sally? If you're in the U.S., you should not be paying shipping.
Yeah, in the U.S. they won't charge you.
Yeah. Now on SageGoddess.com, you pay shipping.
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking of your orders there. If you paid shipping on a gem sale purchase, that was a mistake.
Unless it was a Friday sale.
Oh, the Friday sales, they do have shipping. That's right. You're going with me? I don't even know what to say when people are like, nope, history started right here. And it's like, ooh, gosh, okay. Okay, wow. Yep. Aren't they cool? I know. Like, our history is so old. It's okay. Everybody feels like they own history, and part of me is just like, great, you own it. Whatever you think it is, hallelujah. I'm gonna have some wine. You want the ankh? I love it too.
Yeah, how come we don't have any more of the shells here?
They are saying you pay tax.
Well, of course you have to pay tax. I mean.
So yeah,
it's
here's the
just-
thing. Nobody gets around tax.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
If you knew what it was like for us as a company to manage sales tax, like, I'm sure you can probably imagine, but it is a law. And it's decided by your state. We don't decide it.
And here's the shit of it, what you probably don't realize. I mean, some of you do because of the work that you do, or you have little shops or something, and big shops, whatever it is that there's the state tax, and then there's the district and the local tax. And so what you pay in your tax rate is dependent on your particular zip code. And so we, on the fly, have to determine that in real time. And if we're off, guess who has to pay it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a hodgepodge. And then every state,
Yeah, Hillary's a
every month,
bookkeeper.
we have to go through and reconcile and submit it. And it's
If you
just,
don't have sales tax, you're lucky because you're one of the
Oh.
very few states that does. Literally.
And some zip codes are split, so then,
It takes one of our staff members like a quarter of their time to manage this.
it's ridiculous.
I had a friend who had a really tiny shop one day, and she came to me and she's like, "Am I supposed to be charging sales tax?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "How long have you been not charging sales tax?" And she's like, "I've never charged it." And I was like, "You need help. I can't help you, but holy shit." Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but you know
sucks.
what? I would say Texas, you may not have as much tax, but you also don't have cannabis.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
Anyway.
onward, upward. What are we talking about now?
I don't know.
Go get me something. It feels
There's
good
an
to-
Oscar
it
over
feels
there.
good to yell at you.
Oh, does it?
Go get me,
Get
Oscar.
me a little service penguin.
No, I really was. I was like, I felt so bad for my friend. I was like, oh, you need help. You need somebody to help you run your business. I'm not good at that, but you need somebody to help you. Okay, now I get to teach you about Hanuman. There's only one of
Who?
these. Hanuman. We gave Sona a Hanuman carved out of garnet. Do you remember that? Like a 9-inch garnet Hanuman.
I miss my Sona.
I miss Sona too. I love the Om on the back. This is carved out of blue opal, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Anybody familiar with Hindu mythology? So Hanuman is considered one of the faces of Shiva, right? Just like there's so many goddesses that are faces of Shakti, Hanuman is one of the faces of Shiva. And Hanuman, for some people, is the most important deity in the Hindu pantheon. Hanuman represents courage and strength. So you're supposed to pray to Lord Hanuman when you need strength and courage. Isn't it beautiful? Hanuman saves people. Hanuman climbs over the Himalayan mountains. Like, there's all these really crazy stories in Hindu mythology about him being able to do these abnormal feats. When people are really in trouble, like really afraid, really scared, really overwhelmed, Hanuman is who they go to. And I've had so many clients ask me, can you get Hanuman carvings? And they're very hard to find. This is only the second stone carving Hanuman I've ever seen, and the other one we gifted to one of our team members, Sona, as I was just talking about. It was a garnet Hanuman. This one is under $230. And it is 2 inches of hand-carved blue opal. I thought the price was a mistake. I mean, look at the detail on the carving. Do you see? Look at the faces. Like and the fact that there's the beautiful Om symbol on the back, I just think is so stunning. Yeah, blue opal for Nelly. Isn't that cool? He's one of the first giants.
That's pretty, isn't it?
In the Hindu pantheon. So whereas you work with Shiva, who's the all-knowing, right? You work with Shakti for passion and creativity. You work with Lakshmi for money. You work with Ganesha to overcome obstacles. You work with Hanuman for courage and bravery and physical strength to overcome the challenges in front of you. Isn't that beautiful? Everybody needs a Hanuman in your life.
Can I see the price?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Sold. Sorry.
Really? Are you keeping it?
I'm going to keep it. I won't put it in my office. Sorry, guys.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
He's keeping a Hanuman.
I like it. Sorry.
These moments make my heart flutter a little bit.
I like that one.
I like it when he gets into things.
It's cool.
I thought you saw it already.
Well, I saw it there.
Oh. Sorry.
I saw it there.
I hope you enjoyed learning about Hanuman.
Well, you know, we still learned something. Not everything has to be
I didn't
sold
expect
or...
him to do that. I was like, okay, go ahead and say the price. Am I not talking fast enough?
I'm not keeping this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we have a sale or what are we doing here? All right. I mean, I just work here. He doesn't have a big collection of crystals, but he's got a good collection of crystals. You know what I mean? He's very discerning, and like when he chooses something, at least it's like, son of a bitch, Dave.
Sorry.
I'm here for that, man. See, Circe got her boyfriend into crystals.
That's
and isn't
rad.
it cutie when they like kind of, get their eye on something? Tammy's like, damn it, Dave. You guys sound like me.
I hear it every day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Whew. Well, let's try to find something else that maybe we can offer to people. All right. I have 2 of these rings. That's the good news. It's the only Moldavite in the show.
Dos rings.
Dos. Anillos.
Anillos. Dos anillos.
I'm trying to teach him Spanish.
Not gonna work. Old dog.
Poco a poco. When I speak in Spanish, he responds in English. I can tell he knows what I'm saying. So
I understand
he
it. I just don't know
does.
all the words.
Yeah. Okay. Moldavite comes from the Moldau Valley in Czechoslovakia. It's the result of a meteoric collision with the Earth 21 million years ago, and it is in massive demand. It is so hard to get. We've got nothing. Andrea says to pick your shit before the show. That's why I love you, Andrea May. I agree with that. That's why I was trying to be nice, but I was like, you saw that on the tray this morning, right? Can't pick your shit before the show. Moldavite is super funky town. I mean, you know my ring. I always wear this ring. There's nothing special about this ring. I just love it, right? It was from one of our gem sales eons ago, and I wear it every day. It's one of my favorite things, and I'm trying to get a couple special pieces for our anniversary for you. It's a trick and a half, man, because I think I told you this. We actually had someone sell us fake Moldavite, and we had to send it back. That even happens to us, right? I mean, we're smart enough to know when it's real and when it's not. But so we're very careful only to bring you real deal stuff because people are building molds and trying to, produce Moldavite. Can't produce it. It was a meteoric collision. These rings are adjustable in sterling silver, so anybody can wear this ring. Size is about 3.5 to 4, up to about a 10. We'll be able to comfortably wear this ring. They're $240 a piece, which is a great price. That is a pre-2021 Moldavite price. If we were buying this now, it'd probably be closer to $400 to get a piece like that set. Isn't that beautiful? So always wanted Moldavite. This is a great ring. His rings are super comfortable. This will fit you on any finger. And now there's a little dragonfly on the side. And dragonflies are shapeshifters, right? They change colors over their lifetime. I love dragonflies. Do you like dragonflies? Dragonflies and hummingbirds are kind of my thing. I love hummingbirds a little bit more because hummingbird has shown itself to me as a spirit animal. I know, and I wish I had more Moldavite rings for you. If we can get more Moldavite rings, we will. It's just, I also don't want to overpay and I don't want to overcharge.
Yeah, I don't want to overpay, and there's so much fake stuff out there.
You wouldn't believe it, you guys. I mean, and the pieces that were sold to us came with a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I was like, nope, derp, not doing that. So
And we
congratulations.
spent a bunch of money on it too. I mean,
No, we spent a lot of money.
and it's just a loss, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully not. We're gonna try to, get a refund. I mean, yeah. But we will never sell you fake Moldavite. It's not gonna happen. Okay. Are you guys ready for rings? Is your ring?
We'll do another
are we
ring.
scratching
Let's show
your
another ring.
ring itch?
We'll kind of have some fun with it.
This is fun. I love this one. This is it's simple and elegant. This particular ring. It's amethyst and blue topaz. Isn't this one pretty? Oh, no, hold on. Hold on.
Did I do something wrong?
No, but I think they're wrong on the sheet. Hold on. Sometimes the team looks at things and doesn't identify them correctly. I don't think that's kyanite. Do you?
Nope.
No. So they've got that as kyanite. I think those are both blue topaz. I think that's more of a Swiss blue, and that's more of a London blue. Sorry, hold on. Team SG put this
Actually,
as kyanite.
no,
but
it might be.
I don't think that's kyanite. Kyanite would be darker and it would have some striation. That's topaz. But there's a Swiss blue, which is a lighter blue.
Yeah, no, I
and
agree
there's
with
a London
you.
blue. Yeah.
I agree with you.
So anyway, I'm making a minor change, Team SG, to the what this is on line 32. So there's two types of blue topaz in this one. You may know this already, but the lighter topaz, it's not Tanzanite either. Lena, good guess though, but it's too blue for Tanzanite. You'll see it in a second because Tanzanite has that kind of cornflower. This is like a, so the tiny little marquise shaped stone is a Swiss blue, which is a lighter blue, and then the round is a London blue. That's a little bit darker. And that, by the way, what causes the variation in color in topaz is, again, natural irradiation in the earth. The longer that blue topaz is in the earth, the darker it gets. Did you know that? So darker blue topaz is older than lighter blue topaz. This is kind of a cool thing. And then the other stone, that is an African amethyst. There, that little pear-shaped one. Blue topaz, throat chakra, expression, free expression, open expression, feeling safe to communicate your thoughts and desires. Amethyst, again, peace, balance, and detoxification. Isn't that beautiful? So protection and peace would be this one. This is one of a kind. It's $2.99. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so the round is more of a London, and that marquise is more of a Swiss. It's a Swiss, darling. I like London too. And it does start to look a little sapphire-y, but you know, even really good London blue topaz, you can still tell that it's not sapphire. You thought it was aquamarine? Yeah, a little bit. It looks a little bit like that too. Aquamarine, though, tends to be a little bit more opaque and not quite as clear. You'll find really clear pieces of aquamarine, but yeah, isn't that pretty? Angela said she missed the Merkaba. She had to leave the room.
Aww.
We'll try to get more of those for you. Yeah. So congratulations, whoever gets that ring. I think it's beautiful. I've always been a fan of topaz and amethyst together. And they're commonly put together in jewelry. And I think it's because the energy of the stones is really, they're good partner energies. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Morgan. But you may be a little bit behind me in the timeline in terms of the color difference between London and Swiss. Yeah. I like the Swiss, actually. I like light blue stones, and they're not as common. It's really Swiss blue topaz and aquamarine that are in that really light color vein. So congratulations, Lynn got that ring. I hope you love it. I hope you love it. I really do. It's beautiful. His rings are so comfortable. That's what you're gonna find when you wear his ring. It's just like you almost don't know you're wearing it. And I love jewelry like that because they're very light, and the way he does the prongs on the back, like they don't rub on your finger. Sometimes adjustable rings are not comfortable. You got it! Yay! I love your little hearts too in that purple and blue. Congratulations. Yeah, we are doing the quartz pillars next. Are you ready?
Oh, close-up shot.
Obelisks. These are gorgeous, you guys. If you don't have a
And the
big...
price is
Yeah, the price is nuts.
The price is. Get ready. Let's just say that.
They're all under $160. Yeah. And the tallest one is 10 inches. And look at the quality, you guys. I mean, these are beautiful quartz. So what's an obelisk, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. You didn't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Obelisks are different from generators. Obelisks are 4-sided on the base with a pyramid on the top. Generators are 6-sided on the base and 6-sided on the top. See how it's a pyramid on the top? Obelisks were preferred by the Egyptians. And they always put 2 obelisks at the front entrance to their temples. And even today, Karnak and elsewhere, you can see 2 obelisks, right? So this marked a sacred entry passageway. And for the Egyptians, the taller the obelisk, the better, because the goal was to reach God. So they kind of thought that the taller it was, the more God. It was like a tractor beam for God, right, to the temple. So we have, and of course we talked about quartz, right? Silicon dioxide, most common mineral on the planet, but also the highest vibrational mineral on the planet. It's very hard to find big quartz generators at a good price.
Big quartz?
Very hard. The smallest one is 7 inches, by the way. God, that's beautiful. There's even a little shimmer.
Yeah,
in
look at
that.
that. I got it.
So there's 7 inches, 8 inches, and then 10 inches. So the 7 inch, I have 23 of them. It's under $140. The 8 inches, I have 17 under $150. And the 10 inch, I have 11 under $160. Which is the best price we've ever had on a quartz obelisk.
That's really good.
Now, this goes anywhere. This goes anywhere a generator goes. This is the centerpiece of your grids. This will hold up really beautifully outside. If you have an outdoor generator and you've been really looking for a centerpiece for that, I have outdoor grids. This is a great centerpiece to keep outside too. Quartz holds up amazingly well under the elements, even through ice and snow and heat and wind and whatever, right? Aren't they beautiful? So I have 23 of the small, which is not small, it's 7 inches, and that's $139. I have 17 of the medium, and they are $149, and I have 11 of the large, and they are $159. $139, $149, $159, $139, $149, $159. I don't know if they're allowing doubles. I only have 23, 17, and 11 of those. I have the fewest of the biggest.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Which is usually the case. It's harder to get. I mean, you gotta think, that's carved from one continuous piece of quartz, so how big that original rough had to be to produce that. Isn't that cool? I'm really proud of these prices, I have to tell you. You know, I get around. And you guys obviously know what you're looking at too. That is not a purchase you're going to regret, especially since we're shipping it to you for free. Or if you're outside the U.S., we're shipping it to you for $5. You know what I mean? Like, you did really good tonight. Is your mind in the gutter? Listen, I mean, how can it not be? We've got big pointy things that are hard and in a decent size range. It'll drive you up the wazoo. I'm going to say it all the time now that I know what it is.
You didn't know what it is.
No, I didn't know what a wazoo is.
Wazoo.
Sometimes I'm a little more book smart. You know what I mean? I was a really geeky young adult. I spent my entire 20s in college. I finished my PhD a few days before my 30th birthday. So I literally was in school from the time I was 17 and a half in college until I was 29.9. So I didn't have a lot of those formative experiences that most adults have where they get like street smarts, but I'm very book smart. It's not impressive because then I don't know what a wazoo is and I look like an absolute idiot at like almost 48 years old. Like, you don't know what a wazoo is? But now I'm really excited. I'm going to say it all the time. It's my new favorite word. But I do, Lorianne. Sometimes I seem like I was raised in a bubble.
Great name for a dog.
Wazoo? Is it too late? He's only 11 weeks old.
We go from Bodie to Wazoo.
He's a wazzer.
Wazoo! Come here. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Well, you know what, Morgan?
Wazoo's got a stick.
It's actually more common, Morgan, to start your studies older. It really is. Most of my students, when I was a professor, because I taught in a master's and PhD program, were older than me. So I was actually, in some ways, I think I was too young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
I don't know. I think you appreciate your education more as you get older, don't you think? Like, you guys who come and you get all excited to learn about stones because this is like a new form of education for you, you appreciate it now. If I'd been trying to teach this stuff to you when you were 18 or 19, you probably would have been like, blah, 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 right? But now you're like, you appreciate it because you appreciate wisdom as you get older, I think. Your wazoo days are behind you. Okay, maybe not. New Zealand, somebody said it, I'm going to do it. This music sounds like
It's
inappropriate.
like elevator.
Music.
No,
It's like
an
elevator slash like
elevator.
not good music.
No, it's not. I'm not digging that.
Okay. Yeah. I think the average age of master's degrees graduates is either 45 or 50. I do. Because most people go back after their kids are grown, they can focus again, you know?
Speaking of focus. 3-6.
Look at you, doing an excellent job. Okay, there's only one of these. This is from Shram. It's the same price as all of his star ruby and star sapphire rings are. And so I'll tell you in a minute, but they're always the same price. This is sterling silver. It is sized. There's only one. It's a 7.5. So if that's your size, you are a lucky person today. I know. So, and he's running out of this material, so I don't know how many more triangle rings we're going to have. This is a natural record keeper ruby. And I'll tell you something, you know, corundum is red and blue. If it's red corundum, it's ruby. If it's blue corundum, it's sapphire. If it's purple corundum, it's sapphire. This is kind of a reddish purple when you say it. It's like somewhere kind of in between. But that's a natural triangle. You know, you've seen your record keeper rubies and your record keeper sapphires. He was just able to maximize it and polish that triangle to make it so beautiful. And then it's a sterling silver ring and bezel around it. And I love that he keeps it really simple.
All made by hand.
Yeah, it's all handmade. It's $245. So star rubies are just like star rose quartz, star sapphire, where it's less than 5% of those stones display the asterism. And then record keepers are even more rare than that. So this is a
7.
record keeper star, 7.5.
7.5 size, 7.5, you guys.
Yeah, 7.5. The large quartz, the obelisks, let me just remind you of the prices. It was $139, $149. The largest was $159. Yeah. So congratulations. Oh, it's so beautiful. I kept one of his record keeper star rings. They're just magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sarah Turner got it.
Congrats.
Yay! You will love it. There's nothing quite like it. It's so beautiful, and I just think the setting just allows it to kind of be shown off, you know? Do you want to do his Shiva ring too? The little...
Oh, yeah.
This is a really cool ring too. We had one of these before, and you guys asked us to bring these back too. This is a symbol in India. This is a Shiva lingam symbol, but it's the union of the masculine and the feminine. It's almost like the Ankh in the Egyptian tradition. This is the equivalent of the Ankh in the Hindu tradition. So this is this is done in star ruby. Isn't that beautiful? And again, all handmade. So this is a natural shape that they find in the ruby, and then they carve around it to sort of maximize it. This one is also sized. It's a size 7. And so if you're working on integration, which a lot of you who are my students in alchemy class, right, we're working on integration of the masculine and the feminine to create union energy for embodiment. And he always comes to that little branch, you see him?
Yeah,
He's so
very
cute.
good.
So yeah, this is $245 for a star ruby
Does it
Shiva
go to the
lingam
right?
ring.
Does it go to the left, or does it go up?
It always goes up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, but I really want to say the W word with this. And I'm not going to, because I'm going to be mature.
No, you're not.
Well, it's a very sexual symbol. I mean, the Shiva lingam is sex. It's the union.
No, but do you get it?
No, but do you get it? Isn't that cool? Yeah, well, you could think cervix into uterus. It's more like something else into a cervix. To put too fine a point on it. So congratulations,
Was that a
Amanda
pun?
got it. No, but do you get it? Congratulations, Amanda. It's so cool. I love that it's hand polished and hand carved too. Isn't that cool? You thought it was an avocado, Jerry?
Avocado.
It's a sexy avocado. Yeah, baby. Bodhi has a little avocado that he likes to get sexy with. Have you seen Bodhi's cado?
He loves his avocado.
He gives it the business. He does. He takes that cado downtown. It's kind of weird. It was just an avocado stuffed animal, but he likes to make it his his wazoo. You just got it and you're ready to get it again. I love that, Tammy. All right. Is there any Udeolite left? They'll check for you. Okay. Oh, yay, the Quesera. Some of you came here just for these. And I don't blame you. Quesera stone. We almost never have it. When I started Sage Goddess, it was around. I could find tumbled pieces. I could find generators. I'll tell you, how much have you seen? I see almost no Quesera. I have 32 of the small and I have 18 of the medium. This is the smaller one. So if you haven't seen this stone before, Kado. If you have not seen this stone before, it's so cool. It's pink opal and blue opal in matrix, and the matrix is a mixture of chalcedony and quartz. So this is a stone that you can put as a centerpiece of a grid because it does have quartz in the matrix. But the pink splotches are pink opal and the blue splotches are blue opal, and these come from Brazil. I love this stone so much. I find there's very few stones that activate the heart and the throat, right? It's like speaking your truth in love. And do you see how the blue opal has just a very little shimmer to it? I like seeing it on the pillow too. I would actually put that, I think, on the blue pillow. I think it would make if you have the pillows or you're doing the pillows, I think the blue would make the blue opal pop a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe it's too much. Maybe the black does make it pop a little bit better. So remember, opal is for transformation. All opals are. My favorite legend about opals is that they were formed when Zeus left Mount Olympus and took his first steps down the mountain of the gods to the land of the mortals. And then everywhere Zeus stepped, he created opals in the earth. That's my favorite legend and story. It's not true, as far as I know, but it's a good story. Opals have always represented transformation. My other favorite opal story that's in my crystal lore book, Cleopatra ate an opal. Did you know that? She was bragging that she could host the most expensive dinner party. And so, her guests were like, oh, this is going to be the most expensive dinner party ever. And she said, no, it is. And so halfway through the meal, she took off her earring, which was an opal, as they say, it was an opal and a diamond earring, and she put it in her mouth and drank her wine. And she said, see, this was the world's most expensive dinner party. And they estimate the earring in today's value, I can't remember, was it $500,000 or something like that? Crazy. She was dramatic. But someone who dies by suicide with a snake is probably rather dramatic. Right? So she was one for flair. It was an opal and a pearl. Yeah, opal and a pearl, I think, not opal and diamond. That's right. Okay, so the small one, 2 to 2.5 inches, I have 32 of them. Those are $39. And then the medium one, 2.5 to 3 inches, I have 18 of them, $49. 39 and 49, 39 and 49 for an opal sphere. Isn't that cool? It's just a stone I never, ever, ever see. Those Chilean opals, Tiffany, were so beautiful. I'm glad if you got one of those because we haven't had any more. Yeah, you gotta wait for Team SG. They haven't put it up yet, but they're coming.
Yeah, they'll post
and
it
then,
just a second.
Yeah, I don't think they've posted the Obelisk winners yet. Have you given them enough space in between the deep listings?
Yeah, roughly.
I don't think you did. Sorry, Hannah. Sorry, Alexis. Sorry, Kelsey. Sorry. He's not being a good Barbara today.
Yeah, we're just keeping it interesting.
Okay. Well, why don't we keep it interesting with something that has just a little bit less of things? Okay.
We did a couple rings, right? We showed a couple rings.
Yeah. We could do. Why don't we do these Aquamarine pendants? Those are really pretty. We only have one of each, and then we have some of Louie's pieces too. That might be a good thing to do to give Team SG a little bit of time.
We can do that.
Congratulations if you're getting the Quesera. I know. There were some of you were really excited about the case raw and kind of came here for it because they are hard to find. And then you want a wand. I'll work on a wand with you in just a second. These pendants, though, and I only have 2 of these, are some of the most beautiful aquamarine.
We actually have a third
Pendants.
aquamarine pendant.
Nope, that's not aquamarine.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's
That's
not.
Orodanberite.
I know what it is. Yeah, sorry. I saw the blue and
We actually have a third.
made an assumption.
Except we don't.
Except, well, closer inspected.
No. You have some moldavite you want to sell me?
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I do.
This is definitely aquamarine.
Definitely.
Here's my certificate of authenticity. Okay, all right,
That's
good.
funny.
Thanks, you guys. I just
Thanks,
want to make
Team
sure you
SG.
guys were caught up. Yeah, Christina G, I got you, girl. I see you. I got you.
Oh, that's cool. Look at
Any
that.
generators left? We do have some generators
We do.
left, so
Look at that.
stay tuned. Oh, if you are an aquamarine lover, you probably are drooling right now. You know how I feel about aquamarine. It's one of my favorite stones. It's both my kids' birthstone. It's associated with Merlin and magic and emotional healing. And I've never seen it set like this before, where it's that cabochon sitting on top, and then it's a beautiful quartz point. Those are Lemurian quartz points on the bottom, and then that's all sterling silver in that horseshoe design. And I love the thickness
It's
of the veil.
pretty.
And that thing, and it's so pretty. I like it. Magnified healing, right? Birthstone for
It
Pisces.
glows.
No, it does. I mean, there's aquamarine and then there's aquamarine. If you're a March baby, you're probably drooling right now. I don't know where this is.
A for aquamarine.
No, it's not. No, because they list these under
Q
pendants.
for quartz. S for silver.
Okay, one of them is slightly larger than the other. Can you differentiate them for me? I think that's the smaller one on the right. Yeah, and then on the left. And then the bigger one's on the right. So they're $10 different. These are under $160. Are you ready? You have a March baby too? I didn't mean to have both my babies in March. Nick was early and Zoe was a little bit late. What are you gonna do? They were 2 weeks apart. Okay, the smaller one is $149 and the bigger one is $159.
Which one's small and large? Because
Oh no, I guess it's the other way. The longer one is more expensive.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're going by length.
Sorry.
So we screwed it up. Sorry. The
Smaller,
one on the smaller,
larger,
bigger, longer,
longer.
not bigger.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just work here.
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
My son's in Aries, but he's born in March. He's March
The
31st.
team's just moving on.
I know, they don't care. I know.
They don't care.
I know.
Okay.
And that's why I love you guys, because you just move on.
Just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I went into labor with Nick on March 30th, and I was like, I am not having an April Fool's baby. I'm not doing that. Like, and so I literally was talking to him. I'm like, get out, out, before midnight. He was born at 11:29.
Here's our other not aquamarine pendant.
Yeah, this is not aquamarine. This
Not
is
aquamarine.
Congrats, by the way. Tina got the small. Congratulations, Tina Cernak. Super happy for you. Oh my god. You guys, are you seeing this for real? Wow, that is so beautiful. There are 6 of these. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? Oh,
We have
my
6 of these.
God.
That's fantastic.
We do.
Good. I hate it when you just have like one of something. Unless it's like real special.
Marie, unfortunately, we can't get Moldavite faceted to make more of those magician pendants. Like, it's not happening. As soon as I can, Marie, I will. I know, everybody wants those, and I felt so bad. I don't like bringing something that I know you guys really want and having like 50 of them. It's like, you know, but we're working on it. I just gotta make sure it's real, Marie. I mean, this is a struggle right now. Okay. Dambarite, I talked to you about it earlier. Do you remember when I was talking about Topaz and how Topaz terminates flat and Dambarite terminates flat, and I love these stones. Dambarite is one of the Synergy 12, and it's an extraction stone. Isn't it beautiful, Vanya? This stone sings to me. I mean, I do have favorites. Gosh, I love Dambarite. And there's some kind of cool thing on that sticking out on the top. Do you see it's like a little baby sticking out? It's like a mini Dambarite crystal. Do you see it's like a little baby? It's pregnant. Yeah, Holy Shitsies is right about this. These are under $140. So if you want one, what I'm going to say is go, because I've only seen these about 3 times in my whole life, and I'm, you know, I see things, right? These are about 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches, right? Aren't they beautiful? So Damberite removes unwanted energy from your field. Aqua Aura, which is the reason this is blue and kind of shimmery, Aqua Aura strengthens you. It actually is a really great cleanser and purifier of the auric field. So this is just, I mean, you need to wear this every day. This is just constantly removing unwanted energy from your field. Aren't they beautiful? Are you ready? These are $138. And I have 6. Should I keep one for Zoe? Let's do 5. Team SG, let's do 5. I'm going to keep one for Zoe. She needs Damberite. She'll like it. No, she does. She's, you know, teenagers I think could do well with something like this to kind of keep their energy field clear. I'm probably going to keep it for her for a little while because I don't know if she's ready for this yet, but I'll put it away for her. So we have 5, and they're 138. You have to wait for Team SG.
You know, you should really, when you set this up,
yeah,
decide if you want to keep a piece. It's just not right.
He does that all the time, and it's so obnoxious.
There you go.
I hope she appreciates it. Oh, actually, it's chipped. It's not a baby. I just
Oh,
can't
really?
see very well. I'll keep this one.
Well then it's a good thing. Is
yeah,
it chipped?
I'll keep. Well, I don't know. It looks a little chipped.
I don't think it is.
Oh, I mean, I think it's probably
not.
it's natural to the stone,
It's
but it's a
natural to
little
the
it's a little
stone.
flaw. So
Yeah.
you won't get that
It's
one.
natural this stone.
But look how pretty it is. Like that really shows up, doesn't it? Congratulations. It's one of my favorite things. It really is. And you know what I love? I'm just like, the details matter to me. I'm sure you guys think about this stuff too. So when you're wearing this, the stone comes above the setting. Let me see if Dave can show you. The stone comes slightly above the setting, so on the back, so it's touching your skin. You see? Isn't that cool? I love that. I have a few things that I've set aside for Zoe. Not a ton, but I have a few things for her. As she gets older and, you know, is a little bit, you know, she's still at that age where she loses track of things or doesn't take care of them, but...
Doesn't know where she is.
She's a Pisces, you know. But once she comes into her own a little bit, I think she'll appreciate them, yeah. Okay. Okay, Tourmaline. Tourmaline is, gosh, it's just such a cool stone. We have 3 different sizes of Tourmaline.
It almost looks like green kyanite.
It does. Well, it's interesting because green kyanite comes from India and Tourmaline comes from Pakistan. It's a different mineral family, but very few stones in nature grow in this like grass green kind of translucent. Idocrase grows in that color. Green kyanite grows in that color. Tourmaline. You'll find titanite sometimes in that really vibrant green. Peridot too, but that's kind of about it in this kind of really beautiful, vibrant grass green. Now these are tremolite palm stones. This is the ultimate heart chakra stone. I mean the ultimate. Better than tourmaline, better than chrysoprase, better than rhodochrosite, better than rose quartz. Truly. We don't talk about it a lot because it's really hard to find. Tremolite. It's spelled like it sounds. Tremolite from Pakistan. These are all under $40. I just don't have very many of them. Okay, so the price is really good. It's just whether or not, you know, you can jump in and grab one in time. It opens your heart and heals your heart, and it protects your heart at the same time. This is such a good one if you've had your heart kind of trampled on, because it's also for forgiveness and reopening your heart after, you know, too much. Yep, Tremolite. Tremolite, isn't it beautiful? We've had it a couple times at Sage Goddess, but not a lot, like maybe 2 times. And I don't think we've ever had, like, that largest size. I don't think we've ever had pieces that big. Aren't they pretty? Is this what you heard in Elder Council? No way, Kaz. Stacy has a good piece of it. Irish Spring. It does look like the soap, doesn't it?
It does.
Now, let me walk you through sizes and quantities. It really does. You are so right. It's the Irish Spring for your heart.
That's fun.
Do you really? I love that. I love that you keep that near your bed with an alchemy wand in between. Does it help your heart? The small ones I have 25, so you have your best chance with the small, and they're under $20. They're 1.75 to 2.25 inches. The medium, 2.25 to 2.75. I have 5 of those, and then the large is about 3 inches, and I have 2 of those. So you are best off with the smallest size. Isn't it gorgeous? It's vibrant. It's beautiful. It reminds me of it's like chrysoprase, but a little bit stronger. You know, it's a little bit more powerful for that work. So the small are 19, the medium are 29, and the large are 39. It's one of the most affordable items in the show, but it's also one of the most special. It's not always the most expensive things that are the most powerful, you know, and I like to bring you a balance of things, because I know some of you are here for like the big, crazy collector things, but some of you are also here to just get something cool and rare and affordable that's also effective. So congratulations. Yeah, you almost got it. It's Tremolite. 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 Nope. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything. That's what I do when people annoy me. I just pretend like I can't hear them.
What?
As a parent, I feel like I've really honed this skill.
That's becoming more and more true.
No, I am actually losing my hearing in one of my ears. It's genetic. It's like, what are you gonna do? But I'm a lot happier. Just not being able to hear anything.
What?
God, what are you gonna do? Ignores Dave.
Ignores Dave.
If you see me awkwardly looking around, you kind of know that I'm like, okay. I love this ring so much.
It's under
I
E.
love it.
For epidote.
No, it's not. Don't throw me off, Barb. Okay, this is a size 7. This is sized. This is Shram. This is epidote with ruby. This is manifesting passion, baby. That's a little ruby on there. All handmade. Every single little piece of that silver, all those little lines are cut by hand. That band is woven by hand, hammered by hand. Isn't it gorgeous? If you put your flashlight through it, you can show them, like, the green of that is insane.
John Henry made this.
I can't see it. I think the light's out on that flashlight.
Yeah, your light kind of.
There's another one down here.
No, I got it.
No, but do you know?
No, I
No, but do you get it? Isn't it pretty? I think the Udeolite is gone. Yeah, I think it was last call. Oh, we had another Citrine up there. Did you see that? With Tourmaline. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Manifesting, that's what Epidote does, and he had these incredible
I think we missed
Epidote
a size.
crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We did. 10D.
Oh, we can offer it.
Alexis, did we miss that one? 10D?
We still have a piece of Citrine with Tourmaline here, and we're wondering, like, what we did wrong. Isn't he beautiful?
Anyway.
Okay, Mookite spheres are next, Maruda. We'll do that for you. I will get him on top of that next. This one is $395 for Epidote and Ruby in sterling silver. His rings are so comfortable to wear. I'm going to try it on because it's my size. I have one of his Epidote rings already, or I probably would have been inclined.
Oscar went on a trip.
Oscar's coming back really soon, everybody. You just stand right by. Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. Love it. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oscar is not here right now. But it's okay because he can still talk to us.
No, you cannot.
Don't pinch me. Pinch you back.
Alright.
In fact, I could continue to describe everything in Oscar's voice if you so desired until he comes back to me.
Ring,
No,
Epidote,
we already said
Ruby,
it.
size 7.
We already talked about it. I already said the price.
Oh, you did?
I don't know if anybody's getting one. I didn't see the Team SG posted. Team SG, did you leave? That'd be funny if they all just like logged off and ran away. Oh, there it is. Anyway, you know, Epidot's really good for manifesting, so, you know, you should get it if you need that. I don't know. Poor Oscar. Oscar knows who loves him. He does. I think I didn't have enough friends growing up, and that's why I do things like that. I honestly don't know where Oscar is, but I will find him. Oh, he's right behind me. Let's see how he behaves for the rest of the night, and if he's good, I won't do Oscar. We'll see how that goes. These would look beautiful on the gold pillows, don't you think? No? Are you ready for a beauty ball? Beauty balls today! These are so pretty. Oh my god, I love Mookite Jasper so much. It's the Venus Stone. It's the beauty stone and the fountain of youth. That's truly what people believe. Mookite Jasper comes only from Australia. This is my Stone of Oz. There's only a few stones that come exclusively from Australia. Rainforest Jasper comes from Australia. Pink diamonds mostly come from Australia. And Mookite Jasper. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. And there's certain opals that only come from Australia too. But this is beautiful. And there's different grades of Mookite Jasper. This is like triple A. And how do you know it's triple A? Because of the intensity of the color. Good night, Deanna. Love you. When you have all the colors, the red and the orange and the beige and the brown and everything, and you've got like splotches all over. When you have not great quality Mookite, it'll be all yellow or all beige. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have the intensity of the colors. So we have two different sizes of Mookite spheres, 2.5 to 3, which is the smaller one. I have 41 of those. And then 3 to 3.5, which is on the left side of your screen, I have 9 of those. And these are under $70, even for the big one. These are the last, no, we've got Ocean Jasper after this. So we have one more sphere for you. But it's not a beauty ball. It's a happiness ball. It did have a little glitter spot. Did you see that, Jen? I saw that too. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
It's super glittery. It's got some funk going on in there. Isn't that beautiful? And they both have a little bit of purple in them too. Oh, so pretty. I wonder if this one has a little glitter spot in it. I liked this one because it had a heart. Do you see it? It's like a little heart that goes into like a little river of love. That's the beauty stone, you know. I'm already beautiful, but it doesn't hurt, so. The small ones are $49 and the medium are $69. And again, I have more of the small, the 2.5 to 3. I have 41 of those, and I have 9 of the larger one. Who got the Epidot ring? Yeah, so Mookite's the stone for your skincare. If you're gonna use this in your skincare routine, like on your skin, I would get the smaller size. But a lot of people do work with Mookite for skincare. People put Mookite in their moisturizers, and it's associated with Venus. I love it. And what I love too, I'll tell you, as a party bonus for Mookite, if you're an empath, you always need to be working on your lower chakras. I know I'm a broken record about that, but it's really true. And this is root, sacral, and solar.
You know, one thing I just want to point out here, because we recently had a customer write in, and she was upset with one of the stones that she got, and she said that it was damaged, it looked like it got nicked, and we asked for a picture, and she sent a picture, and it was something like that.
Yeah, that's not a nick.
And so we explained to her, and it might be worth just to share for a second what this is.
Well, it's a natural formation in the stone, right? What often happens is, and my guess with this particular situation, is that as that crystal forms, there's another crystal that might have gotten lodged in it as it was growing, and so it comes out at a certain point, right? Or as they're polishing it, whatever was holding that little space comes out. But it's not like it got chipped or broken.
And so in her case, it was actually a druzy window.
Oh, that doesn't.
And so we went back and explained this, but it's
Yeah.
important to understand sometimes that sometimes even when you carve a sphere, because a sphere itself is not like a natural shape, when you carve
Yeah.
around some of the variations in growth
That's
of
true.
the stone itself,
It's a
and
vibe.
so you'll have little
Mhm.
windows into
Yeah.
the stone, and it's actually
You like them?
a beautiful thing. So
Yeah, they're little, I don't know.
portals.
They are portals. It's just basically, it shows the evidence of the growth of the stone. That's right. Anyway, it's good to educate people. We have had multiple customers over the years send back pieces that they thought were broken, and they're like druzy pockets.
Yeah, and you're like,
And I'm always happy to
one
take
sec.
it back. I'm always like, it's actually really kind of a cool thing, but you can definitely send that back, and I will keep it. People who don't know, right?
well,
I know.
no, that's why I just thought it would be good to take a
No,
second.
it's very
and
good.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to talk about
39.
Okay. These are so cool. I only have 6 of the small and 7 of the medium. These are sandstone formations, and these are natural. These are portal pieces. It is like a shaman portal, Tiffany. It's exactly right. And you see it in quartz too, right? Oh, God, that's so creepy. Doesn't he have nice arms and hands, Linda?
Thanks.
It's like right here.
Okay.
Just, oh. It reminds me of my big fat Greek wedding where she would like touch his hair and it was really awkward. That's kind of how it is when I remember she was like, and she was like, Aunt Vula, stop touching his hair. See, I have a movie quote and then nobody gets it.
What?
It's okay. I can see you, Brandy Goodman. How's it going? Okay, you'll know if this is right for you or not. These are under $65. They're portals, and these come from Zion. These come from, Zion is holy sacred land here in the United States, and I kind of love it because most of the things that we bring you are...
You may not want to put them in the fish tank. They might dissolve.
I don't know that I would submerge this in water, and I don't know that your fish are worth it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that my fish are worth it. They probably would love it, though. I actually don't know. I mean, it probably would be okay. There's a lot of harsh elements in Zion, so I don't know.
You're probably all right.
You don't eat no meat. It's okay. I make you lamb. Which is really true. Greeks don't think of lamb as meat, so that's what we feed to our vegans. So the small one I have 6, the medium one I have 7, and literally, I mean, if you do shamanic journey work, this is actually a great piece to visualize at the beginning of your journey, that you enter the earth through those pieces, right? Portals are always wherever you find little holes in your stones. I collect little portal stones because I think they're really amazing energetically. It's like Earth doesn't naturally create these kind of vacuums, and it's in nature, right? So it's like when you see these things, they're really unique. There were other pieces of this, but they weren't portals like this, so we wanted to just offer you the portal pieces. Aren't they cool? And like I said, I love that it's from the US. I also love the lines and the striations on these. This is a piece you can leave on your altar all the time. Pieces. And if he shows you the bottom, what I like too is they did a really nice job with this. Can you show them the bottom? They have little feet on them. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that cute?
It's kind of a rough material, so I kind of like that they did that. It just will protect the surfaces that you sit it on. So the smaller ones are 54 and the medium ones are 64 for Zion sandstone. Spray some Windex on them? I know. My Windex is rubbing alcohol, and I really do. If the kids have a zit, it's rubbing alcohol. If I have to clean the windows, it's rubbing alcohol. If, Bodhi poops on the floor, it's rubbing alcohol. I have all these random other bottles that I've emptied out and filled with rubbing alcohol. So if you get a spray bottle in my house, you might think it's something else, and it's not. It's rubbing alcohol.
It's rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
Yay! You like the portal pieces. That's exciting.
We're great.
Well, I hope if you wanted one, you're able to get one. I wish we had more. I know.
I hope your fish like it.
I don't know. I wonder how it would do in an aquarium. It would be beautiful in an aquarium,
It
wouldn't
would
it?
actually.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea.
Very pretty.
Yay!
We
Bicarbonate vinegar for you, Lena.
we mistakenly skipped over this guy.
This is a rad piece, and I don't know how we overlooked it. But
Well,
this
it's
is a good one.
just I didn't.
I
pull
showed it
down.
to you earlier in the preview, but somehow we just kind of overlooked it.
I didn't grab it before.
Isn't it gorgeous? This is an Elestial citrine. What line was this one?
So this one is 10. Sorry.
10D?
10D. Yeah.
I thought we had the 4 sizes before, though.
No. See the one beneath it?
Oh!
So you sold number 11 at the 10D price, which, okay, our mistake, your benefit.
Okay.
So
Okay, now we have a real 10D.
now we have real 10D.
Okay. Well, actually, in a reptile tank, Brielle, that would be awesome. Like if you have one of those, what do they call it? Yeah,
lizard tanks or whatever.
I want a lizard tank.
Let's just stick with the dog for now.
Yeah, I guess it's a lot for that. That sounds really good, though. That would look really pretty in a lizard tank. Or like a snake tank. Okay.
Who you call a lizard?
He's showing you a beautiful side, but it's not the side. You got to see the other side with all the Tourmaline. Yeah. This is a tantric twin Elestial Citrine with green Tourmaline. Have you ever seen anything like that? We already went through the metaphysical of Tourmaline, so I won't repeat everything I said, but of course it's wealth, prosperity, abundance. This is natural citrine from Brazil. And green Tourmaline is the stone of wisdom and discernment in love. So this is luck, love, and money, baby.
She's
stunning. She's got some interesting formations on her too. For sure, for sure. Beautiful, isn't it? $1,199. And she is 8.25 inches. It's actually a really good price. I mean, there are places that would charge literally double for that, especially right now with the shortage of citrine. Yeah, it's a honker. Emily, isn't it beautiful? I love that. You have a snake. TT has a snake named Salazar from Harry Potter. Zoe would love to. I'm going to tell Zoe about that. But then Zoe, because Zoe's got a Scorpio moon, and she's going to be like, I want a snake named Salazar.
Oh, please don't tell her. Yeah, she'll be all over that.
We're going to talk about snakes in just a minute because we're going to talk about the caduceus. We are going to talk about it. So congratulations. Isn't that piece beautiful?
It's
It's
got a beautiful rainbow.
I
didn't see that. There's a rainbow deep in there.
It's stunning. And it's like all sugary on this side. It's all sparkly.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And
Anyway.
a snake named Luna. I love
Right.
that. Yeah, that was a beautiful piece. So congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, can we do the Lapis Buddha, please?
No, wait a minute.
No, I need to do that. Sorry, babe. Please give me the Lapis Buddha. I know a lot of you have been excited about this Lapis Buddha. There is only one of the medicine Buddha, hand carved out of lapis. The lapis is from Afghanistan. The carving was done in India. And this Buddha is 6.25 inches. It's the replica of the one I have in my garden outside that a lot of you have seen, and it's so beautiful. The quality of that lapis, can you show it on the screen, please? What are you doing? What the fuck is happening right now? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? Now, what you want in lapis, by the way, is the stone of queens. It brings confidence, stimulates the third eye and the solar plexus, so it's about how to be in power. Cleopatra quarantined it when she was in power in Egypt.
Let's not use that word.
That's a weird, it's a charged word now. But she, no one else was allowed to mine it in Egypt. When she was in power, she inlaid the walls of her palace with it. She ground it up and wore it as eyeliner. It was very important to her. The best quality lapis is like this. It's a dark, vibrant blue with a ton of pyrite. That's what you want. And you want zero white, right? You want really intense color, tons of pyrite. This is exactly what you want.
This is an amazing piece. Amazing.
Probably won't surprise you that we chose this as our charity item for today because we like to really be intentional about what we choose to give away to charity. So when we do a charity item, whoever wins this, every dollar of what you spend is going to a charity. With your permission, and I haven't found the charity yet, but with your permission, I would like to donate this month's charity dollars to an LGBTQIA charity. Last year we did this as well during Pride Month. It's very important to me personally, Pride Month. It's important to all of us at Sage Goddess in our community to support the LGBTQIA community. So last year we did a local Los Angeles-based queer organization. I want to find something more national this year. So with your permission, I'm going to donate, and I'll let you know where we decide to donate the funds. But every dollar of the purchase of this is going to go to an LGBTQIA
I thought
charity.
about it.
You thought about what?
Keeping it.
Oh. It's pretty! And we love you, all of you who are in our community. This piece is also an amazing price, $449.
It's worth so much more than that.
That's a $600 statue at
Easy.
minimum.
Easy.
So not only is it a great price, every dollar you spend is going to charity to support our vibrant community. And it's just a win-win-win all around. Do you? Yeah, it's, you know, we get this one time a year to really celebrate each other, and I think it's a great time to focus our attention on the LGBTQIA community, especially this year more than ever, you know? So cheers, and thank you for your support, and thank you for helping us, you know, do good in the world. And we thought the energy of the Medicine Buddha for whatever charity we choose is just really right.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Don't you?
Beautiful piece.
So congratulations, that was our charity item for tonight. I thought that was a really perfect charity item for today. I know. We did donate to the Pulse Club in Orlando. Yeah, we did. I did personally, Susan. I think that was a year or two ago. Or I would choose them. I know. We've done a few LGBTQIA-oriented donations over the years, so I'm on the hunt. If you have suggestions for national organizations, especially targeted toward youth, I would like to support youth in the U.S. In the community. So if you have any suggestions, I'm really open to hearing them. You can also post suggestions on the event page, and I will pay attention to that because maybe you have a great suggestion, and I would love to know. Walter got it! Yay!
I love it.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you for helping us make that come true, that little vision come true. Okay, I love this ring so much. You know how I feel about Healer's Gold. I go on and on about it, but it is really awesome.
It's adjustable, 925.
Yeah.
Healer's Gold.
We have 23 of these. Now, what is Healer's Gold? It's half magnetite, the black is magnetite, and half pyrite. Magnetite is the strongest attraction mineral in the mineral kingdom for manifestation. It literally brings energy to you. And pyrite strengthens your solar plexus to make you feel worthy and empowered. This is your manifestation ring, and I love the heart shape. The Trevor Project. Will you make a note, Hannah, Alexis, and Kelsey, of the suggestions in the feed, just so I can follow up? Because Bridget's got a good suggestion there for LGBT youth. So thank you for that recommendation. You're saying yes to Trevor Project? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you for teaching me. Isn't that beautiful? We have 23 of these. They are under $60 for your manifesting heart ring. I don't think we've ever had hearts in Healer's Gold. Isn't that cool? Super, super good. So these are, and like Dave said, they're adjustable in sterling silver, so any size can wear this. I think it's open on the back too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So these are $59. And we have 23 of your manifesting heart rings. Gotta open it a little bit wider. He's like an 11. So if he can wear this, that is proof that even those of you who have larger fingers, look at that. If you're an 11, you can wear it.
Bam!
Ali Forney Center for LGBTQIA Youth, established by B. Arthur. Really? And Cindy Lauper does an event each year. Gosh, you guys are so great. I really appreciate. I'm so glad I asked. You know, because I would have gone and done my own research, but I like the idea that it comes from you. I really like that. Isn't that gorgeous? It actually looks really good on you, Dave. I think you can carry it.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's not blue.
It's not blue, but you know. He's such a blue dude. Does it make your heart race? Well, you know, I mean, it's I don't want to, belabor the point, but magnetite, I've been on the hunt for magnetite. I found it one time in Tucson about 4 years ago, and ever since then, I've been able to get a little bit here, a little bit there, but magnetite is like impossible to find. And I don't exactly know why, but we just literally can't find it. I should have bought more when I found it. Teaches me a lesson. So congratulations. Oh, cows, don't go there. I haven't had enough to drink yet. I'm still very, very sober this evening.
Shitty wine.
It's not that good.
It's a wine fail.
I'm trying to get myself to drink it, and I'm kind of like, it's poopy.
What are we doing for dinner? We're hungry.
I don't know. Oh, I have the Romano chicken. And I'm going to do a little chicken parm.
That's going to take a while.
No, I do it real fast and I sprinkle the mozzarella and boom, it's done.
Okay.
I don't know that I have any pasta, but I can do boxed pasta. I just don't have fresh pasta.
I'll take what I can. Important discussions. I'm sorry, we had to pause
You want to see it
for
on
that.
me? They want to see the ring on me. Reminder about shopping at sagegoddess.com to enter to win. You can show that to them for a second. That I'm giving away this Sylvia Peluso blue tourmaline and diamond necklace to one person who shops at sagegoddess.com either today or tomorrow, and you put tourmaline in your notes. And I'm only talking about that here.
Green.
It's blue. It's Udeolite. It's a green blue. It's like an aqua color. Yeah. Udeolite is the rarest color of tourmaline, and then that is a raw diamond on top of it. Isn't that beautiful? Here's my ring. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I would totally. This is the size of ring I like. But I like bigger rings. I have small fingers, but I like big rings. I do. You entered! Yay! I know. He's always hungry at the end. Rachel's like, you always talk about
hungry.
dinner.
I thought about bringing a bag of chips.
So I'm smart. I prepared for dinner earlier today. I actually ordered stuff to cook dinner because I knew he was going to ask me that. And I'm always tired at the end of this. Like, I don't want to go downstairs and cook dinner, but I will do it.
I'm out for pizza.
Okay, if you don't want dinner, if you don't want chicken.
I do want dinner.
But then I get offended. I'm like, you don't want my chicken. This is a fun little pendant. This is a dream catcher pendant. Where is this one?
S.
No, here it is. This is a fun one from Louis. This is a sterling silver. It's a flower of life in the middle. I love how Louis works with the sacred geometry. They got the Merkaba on the top for interdimensional travel. You have the two wings, which in the Egyptian pantheon, I'm sure you know this, but the one wing is Isis and the other wing is Osiris. Those are meant to be the wings of power, they're called in Egypt. So you've got Isis and Osiris, the Merkaba, the flower of life, and then the feather, which represents transformation. This is 3.5 inches. It's one of Louis' pieces, so he sets the pricing on his pieces. This one is $190. And that is, that's a statement piece. Now, what Dave, did you show them the ruby on top?
I'm not sure.
It'll be easier on your camera. What you didn't see is the little ruby on the bail. And there's a little ankh underneath it. Do you see? Isn't that cool? Like I said, I love the details on all the pieces. So ruby, when they put little rubies on the pendants, it's for protection. Isn't that cool? The monk pendant has not been done. We're about to do it. We're going through the rest of our pendants and jewelry right now. Isn't that cool? It really shows up. I would wear it long. You could wear it up higher. Actually, it would be really pretty up higher, but I probably, if it was me, I would wear it long. Kind of boob length, you know. Isn't that pretty? Congratulations, whoever gets that. Tammy got that one. There's nothing like his pieces, you know? That's why I bring them to you, because it's just like, I love them. I know you do too. Spheras. Ocean Jasper. Okay. This is our last sphere of the night.
And look, this one has a heart.
I know. I showed them that earlier
Oh, did
today.
you?
Yeah. I turned it over and I'm like, oh, it's got a little sugar heart on there. It's like green druzy. Yeah, we're gonna do the pendants next, Christelle. Yeah. I'm so happy for you, Tammy. Yay! She's like, shut up. I love that. Okay. You can see how beautiful these are on the pillows, by the way. That one on the far left on that gold pillow is everything because it makes the purple in the Ocean Jasper pop. Ocean Jasper comes from Madagascar. It's a stone of happiness and joy. Where these are mined, they're primarily mined by women. And I've always loved that about Ocean Jasper. It's a form of orbicular jasper. Orbicular jasper is said to be the eyes to the soul. There's a little hummer. Oh, I think that's Joseph up there. See him up in the tree?
No. I see him, yeah.
So it's happiness. They do look like planets. It's like Saturn and Jupiter. Aren't they beautiful? And Ocean Jasper literally crystallizes in every color of the spectrum. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, brown, white, everything is there. So every piece is really different. We have 4 sizes of these. They're all under $140. Even the biggest one, which is 5 inches. A 5-inch Ocean Jasper sphere for under $140 tonight. So if you don't have ocean jasper in your collection and you're looking for big balls, I got your big ball. Okay, and so that is, let's start with the small. The small is 3 to 3.5 inches. I have 16 of those. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? The medium is 3.5 to 4 inches. I have 15 of those. The large is 4 to 4.5 inches. I have 4 of those. And the extra large is 4.5 to 5 inches, and I have 4 of those too. And I keep my ocean jasper outside. I have an ocean jasper pillar in my garden, and it has been through rain, hail, radical sunshine, heat, wind, never changed its color. So if you want a little ball of happiness in your garden, this will hold up beautifully for you too. Isn't that pretty? Okay, small is 64, medium is 89, large is 119, and extra large is 139. Those are great prices on really good quality ocean jasper. And how do you know it's good quality? Intensity of color and the orbits, the markings. You want to see the little circles, the little dots, and you want intensity of color and you want a range of color. Those are the three kind of like ways you tell quality of ocean jasper. I've seen kind of crappy ocean jasper, and then I've seen ocean jasper like this where it's almost like it's so diverse, you know what I mean? So enjoy. That's awesome. I love the idea that this would go outside for you. If you have a little sacred space on your patio, you know, or somewhere in your garden, I just like the idea of you having some happiness around you outside and connecting with nature. Yay! I love spheres too. Well, spheres are cool because, you know, every shape does something different. Spheres radiate their energy in all directions. So, but the problem with a sphere, and I'm teaching spheres in June in Crystal Masters. Are you guys in my crystal healing class? If you're not, you should sign up. It's $30 a month, and we have a lot of fun. It's a 2-hour live class, and then you get an hour of free readings from me a month, and you get a private Facebook group with me and Alexis. So my whole month of June in Crystal Masters, which is in 2 weeks from now, is focused on spheres. So we're going to talk about the benefits and trade-offs of working with spheres, because there are definitely benefits and there are trade-offs, but it's one of my favorite stone forms. So if you ever want to register for Crystal Masters, sagegoddess.com/programs. We would love to have you. And you can totally join now. Registration is open all the time. If you want to get your certificate as a crystal healer, you just have to go back before the end of December and finish January through May. But if you don't want a certificate, you can just join us now and have fun. But a lot of people want to get they want to be certificated. So, yeah. Ocean jasper comes from Madagascar, and only from Madagascar. And if you haven't ever seen Madagascar or been to Madagascar, what's really cool is the people who we buy from in Madagascar, with part of their profits, they build schools. Mm-hmm. That's their main mission. They build schools for needy children. They provide them with backpacks and books. They do holiday parties for the kids. They put on plays. I mean,
there's a lot.
It's really remarkable how they give back in intense ways. So that's one of the reasons why I continue to import from Madagascar, is I love how much energy gets put back into the field.
So we're going to do a little bit of a lightning round here.
Okay. I know I'm talking too much, sorry.
That's all right.
I like to talk. I have so much to tell you. Okay. Pendants. Okay, this is a Louis piece, one of a kind, under $400. This is the Ankh, and when you can you turn it back around? Yeah. So that's the caduceus. We actually have 2 caduceus pieces tonight. God, I want to tell you the whole story of the caduceus, and I don't have time. The caduceus comes from Egypt, okay? There's the caduceus and the rod of Asclepius. In medicine, you know, when you go to a doctor's office, there's the staff, and it's got the snake around it. The single staff is called the rod of Asclepius. Asclepius was the god of medicine in ancient Greece. His most famous student was Hippocrates, and when doctors graduate from medical school, they take the Hippocratic oath, right, not to do harm. That's all based in Asclepian medicine from ancient Greece. So the rod of Asclepius is a single rod with 1 snake. The caduceus is a single rod with 2 snakes, which actually has its roots in alchemy and not in Greek medicine. They're often confused for each other, or with each other, so I like to clarify, this is a caduceus. And the caduceus is a symbol of the way energy flows in the human body. And so those 2 snakes are sort of the double helix of your DNA, and the 2 snakes also represent the masculine and the feminine, which begin at your root chakra and ultimately connect at your crown. So a proper caduceus is going to have the contact points of the double snakes at every single chakra, going from root to sacral to solar to heart to throat to crown and third eye. Does that make, or third eye and crown? That's the fastest lesson I can give you on the difference between the caduceus and the rod of Asclepius from ancient Greece with the history of medicine.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a caduceus, not a rod of Asclepius. It's the two cobras that represent the divine masculine and feminine within you. This is in sterling with 14 karat gold and rubies. And this is a Louis piece. It is $380. So this represents, and remember the Ankh is also the representation of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, as well as eternal life. Because for the Egyptians, they thought eternal life came through integration and ascension, right? So this is your ascension piece. And wow, is it like, nobody's missing that. And when you're wearing it, people are going to be like, that person knows about magic, right? Because they're going to know that you know about the Ankh, you know about the caduceus, you know about the double helix. So congratulations. It's very exciting. This piece, I saved one of the best for last. This piece is also, I believe this is a Louis piece too. This is the caduceus as well, also known as the Staff of Hermes, by the way. Again, those wings are Isis and Osiris, again representing masculine and feminine. The dual snakes, again making contact at all of the chakras, do you notice? So this is your healing, alignment, and integration pendant. Isn't that beautiful? Except you can't buy it because I'm giving it away. Woo! It's got garnet at your root, carnelian at your sacral, natural citrine at your solar plexus, peridot at your heart. It's a really beautiful, not London blue, but the, what's the other blue of the topaz? I just said it earlier tonight. The, whatever, the lighter blue topaz. And then the Udeolite at your third eye and amethyst at your crown. I don't know. I talk a lot, and then, you know, things come in my head and they go out of my head. Isn't that beautiful? And this one is substantial too. It's heavy too. I mean, there's a real weight to this piece. Isn't that gorgeous? You could even wear it the other way too if you wanted to. I think it's beautiful on the other side. It's a little more simple on the other side. Every single day for that piece, for your alignment. So yeah, just say yes or wow or give it to me or oh my god. Or,
how did we win it?
They seem to figure that out. You guys are good. Isn't it fun? Yay. I'm really excited to send this to you. Let's see. Okay. I'm giving you guys a second to finish commenting and then I'll go back through. Okay. I went all the way through, up and down. It's really interesting how the universe works. Because the person that I got the little tingle up my spine for in the feed, you were on my mind this morning. Sometimes you guys cross my mind. It's probably weird to you, but you know, I read your stuff all the time, and so there's an energetic alignment. And I was having my coffee this morning, and you crossed my mind, Kenneth Corey. And so I want to say congratulations to you. This piece is coming home to you for your divine alignment. I didn't know for sure that it was going to mean that you would win a giveaway, but sometimes when people come into my consciousness, you know what I mean? It's like you'll drop in for a second, and then later in the day, I realize why. So congratulations, Kenneth. I hope you love that piece and wear it in perfect health and happiness and alignment. Cheers to you. Yay! Yay for Kenneth. You're so welcome.
Congrats, Kenneth.
Thank you for being here. Cheers, cheers, cheers to you. That's so exciting. Okay. We still have a lot to talk about.
That's why
Okay.
I'm like, hey.
All right, I'm gonna stop blabbering now. I like to blabber though. Okay, we had these once before on SageGoddess.com. I think these are the final 50 that we have. So if you would like one, Dave set that up beautifully, by the way. Look
Yeah,
at
but
that.
then I muffed the camera here.
Well, wow, you really did.
I really did.
Pretend it's straight, everybody.
Yeah.
I know Monk Pendant is coming. Stand by. Stand by for Monk Pendant. Stand by. We have 3 wands left to get to you. This is our home protection kit. Dave and I and our team designed this start to finish. I chose the symbols. These are 4 black tourmaline generators and 1 smoky quartz. And those are the 5 most important protection symbols from the 5 different pantheons. The Norse tradition, the Hindu and also Judeo-Christian tradition, the pagan tradition, and the Celtic tradition. So you have and the Egyptian tradition. You have the Eye of Horus, you have the Helm of Awe, you have the Celtic protection knot, you have the Hamza, and then you have the evil eye. So we've got pretty much all of our bases covered. We designed the box. I don't know if you can see, but behind the smoky quartz generator, it says Sage Goddess. And if Dave can show you, it actually slides open, and each one of your generators comes in a separate bag. The reason we designed this is those 4 black tourmaline generators should go in the 4 corners of your house or apartment or condo, and the smoky quartz should go near your front door. And then you will have all the protection you need in your home at all times. We have 50 of these. They don't exist anywhere else in the world. We custom designed it from start to finish. It took like 6 or 8 months to get
These
them.
are just SG.
$169 for the 5 of them in their individual bags plus the box. And I have 50 of them. If you already got one, you're set. A lot of you had not even known that we had these. And like I said, this is the last of what we had from that order. Yep. $169 for the ultimate, and I mean ultimate, home protection set.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. And incredibly hard to have made.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
that.
That was a story and a journey.
So 4 corners of the home,
Yep.
and then the entry.
And then the entryway for your smoky quartz.
Yeah.
Some people are putting them outside because all of those stones will be fine outside.
Sure.
So, and people have sent me pictures of what they did. So literally at the 4 corners of their property, they've placed these. I'm so glad you guys are excited about it. I figured you would be. And, you know, otherwise you end up going and collecting your home protection stuff one by one. It's like, it's done. There's nothing else that you need. So congratulations. Really happy for you. We only have 50 of them, so hopefully there's enough for everybody. Unless there's any more in our inventory, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to check and just see? That way we could let more people.
I can't right
Okay,
now.
all right. Congratulations. I think that was the last 50 though. Usually if they have any more of that, they'll let us know. Yeah. So congratulations. Yay. I love the black tourmaline. There's just some, I mean, they're heavy. Like when you get them, you're going to be like, oof, right? Because black tourmaline is it's a heavy metal. It's a heavy mineral.
So.
And I love the 4 directions too. Isn't that, I know. I think we did really well on those. We don't have any more of those coming because, of course, now with the pandemic, you can't get stuff carved like that. Did Brooklyn send you the 411 on this one? I was
No.
standing by for Brooklyn.
No.
Let me make sure to see if I got it.
You want to show another one first?
Okay. I need to take a look at this with the flashlight. It's not amethyst. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story, and then, you know, we've had these mystery stones before where the artist doesn't know what it is, my team doesn't know what it is. At first I thought it was Tanzanite, Dave, but I think it's scapolite. But it's not amethyst.
It's not amethyst because of the
cleavage, I know.
yeah.
I think it's scapolite. That's my best educated guess because I don't think it's Tanzanite. It's too purple.
It's too purple, and that's epidote
Right.
up there.
Which does grow with scapolite.
I think
Okay,
I think
I'm
you're
going
right.
with scapolite.
I think you're right.
Sorry.
think
Sometimes
you're
we have to have these like conversations because nobody knows what it is. But you know, I'm giving you my best guess about what it is, which honestly makes it worth more than what we priced it, and I'm not going to change the price. So enjoy. So that is scapolite on that wand. What is scapolite? Scapolite's one of my favorite stones in the world. Scapolite helps you avoid self-sabotage. It helps you get out of your own way. Isn't that crazy? So he labeled this as amethyst, but it's not amethyst. There's no
Easily
way.
confused.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, so now
Yeah.
you know why we were all kind of in a hubbub about this, but that is scapolite. I would put money on it, right? Let's see. Are your spheres coming with a plastic stand? Alexis and team can answer that for you, Bonnie. I just want to make sure they saw your comment. This is titanium aura quartz in the middle, palm stone. And then you have Dambarite on the bottom, aura Dambarite. This is one of the coolest ones he's ever done, you guys. This is about removing energy and knocking off your bullshit, honestly, is what this wand is about. It has, those are topaz. See the little blue topaz? Again, there's sort of marquee shape and there's a pear shape. Isn't that beautiful? And then you have your titanium aura, and you have two more of your sky topaz, the sky blue topaz. And then you have your scapolite at the top. So strength, energy clearing, anti-sabotage, and protection. Isn't that cool? And look at that aura Dambarite on the bottom, you guys. Oh, and it's a twin. Do you see there's two little points on the bottom? It's a twin aura Dambarite. And it's got a little baby shoot off the side too. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that cool? This one is almost 9 inches, and it's $999. And if you're new to his wands, they're sterling silver. I mean, it's like jewelry, but it's a wand. And this is a single terminated wand, which means it's terminated on one end, and it's got a natural, or, you know, in this case a natural, or usually it's a sphere or something on the other end. But yeah, that is a magnificent wand. When I was working with it earlier, I found myself using this for my thumb.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like it's got a little holder. Isn't
or
that
something.
cool? Yeah. Because it feels really good in your hand too. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah.
It's a button.
It's a button.
It's a remote.
It's a button to get you out of your own way so you stop making a mess.
Remote control.
I am my own biggest obstacle, you know, and if you've come to that conclusion too, then you're ready for Dambarite and scapolite. Right? Sherry got that one. Congratulations,
Congrats,
Sherry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Now here is the second of 3 for tonight. This one, I mean, they're all beautiful. This is your hummingbird magic. There is a copper hummingbird. You see the little copper and gold and blue hummingbird? And then there's a silver hummingbird kind of above it, like mother and baby. And then that, I need to see this one again really quick. That is a sapphire. Can you show them the sapphire? He rarely uses cut and faceted sapphires in his wands. So that is the more of a London blue topaz. There's a sapphire right there next to the one hummingbird. Then as you move down, there's a big Larimar, kind of a Shiva shape of Larimar from the Dominican Republic, which is really powerful for emotional healing, also moving emotions.
The metalwork on the back.
It's stunning, you guys. And the quality of that Larimar, again, you're looking for intensity of color in the markings. And then you have Aqua Aura Quartz on the top, which again is a cleanser of the auric field. Isn't that beautiful? If you love hummingbirds, and this is all throat and third eye, you know what I mean? So this is all kind of in those 2 chakras. Happiness, emotional healing, wisdom, protection, emotional energetic clearing. This one is expensive. It's one of the rare ones he's done, but again, it's got almost a 2 carat cut faceted sapphire on there too, so keep that in mind. This one is $1,099, and it is magnificent. This is one of his magnum opus, I would say. Is it New Zealand time? Thank you, Christina. Mm-hmm. I love this one, but I'm a hummingbird person.
We can tell with the drum in the background.
I know, I got a new drum with a hummingbird on it. Mm-hmm. I have a surprise because there's a second one of those.
Ooh.
I have a surprise next month. Isn't it beautiful? They're all beautiful. This one is beautiful. The one before it was gorgeous, and then the one coming after it is beautiful. Anybody who gets a wand tonight, I'm telling you, this is like some of the most beautiful work I've ever seen him do. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Oh, Patty Tellis, thank you for that. I'm so glad that you love it. Isn't carnelian great? Do you feel the little energy boost when you wear it? I'm glad. Okay, this one, I don't even know what to tell you about this one. I do want to see this one more time with the flashlight. I meant to look at it earlier. Because that is a terminated epidote crystal on the end there. Okay. This is a unique wand, you guys. Up on the top, That is a terminated epidote crystal for manifestation. It says it's epidote with Dravite, which is brown tourmaline. Isn't that crazy? Have you ever seen an epidote crystal like that? Oh, maybe that's the brown tourmaline at the base of it, that little, I don't know. Oh, no, because it says that down there is, I guess that is Dravite on the bottom. Yeah, okay. So that's epidote on the top and then a Dravite cluster on the bottom. That's brown tourmaline down there at the bottom. That's a powerhouse for grounding. Isn't that interesting? I mean, have you ever seen a wand like this before? And then as he moves up a little bit, here's the star of the show. Those flower petals are Axonite, which is one of my #1 stones for pain relief. Have you ever seen an Axonite flower before? Axonite comes from Peru. It's pretty rare. There's some Axonite that's coming out of Pakistan now, but I think this is Peruvian. And then there are 2 peridots there for abundance and prosperity. And then as you move up, that is a natural citrine.
And it's a beautiful piece. I want to see if I can show you from the side. Yeah. Look how deep that goes.
Manifestation, wealth, pain relief, abundance, and grounding. This was a hard one not to keep. Look at him. This one on his branching end. Isn't this amazing? $999. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, that is, every single stone in there is rare, except for the peridot, you know what I mean? But like, to get a perfectly clear cut faceted citrine like that, you can't find it right now. Natural. And then that epidote terminated, can't find that. Axonite, it's very difficult. Dravite cluster, that's the only Dravite cluster I've ever seen in my life. You think it's ugly? I don't know. I think it's one of the most beautiful. I mean, to each their own, but I have to say, vibrationally, this is one of the most powerful wands I think he's ever made. I really, really do. It's pretty insane, isn't it? Look at the Axonite. It's definitely different though, you know what I mean? Like a lot of his wands are kind of like fairy energy and like vibrant and colorful and stuff. This one is like, this is the healer's tool. You know what I mean? If you're working with this wand, it's going to be either for manifestation or for healing, or both, right? Wasn't that cool? Yay! I'm so glad you got one. Very excited for you.
We have a couple wandlets coming up.
Yeah, we do. We still have 2 wandlets. Would you mind doing the monk pendant really quick?
Okay.
That'll be a quick one, but I want to make sure we get that there. We haven't had very much monk jewelry. I'm hoping we'll have a little bit more soon. But this one is Udeolite quartz, and some of you came here just for this piece. Look at the bars of rutile in this, you guys. So this is, my friend has a partner in Bali who's a monk, and he makes sterling silver and 22 karat gold jewelry. It's marked with both. Do you see 22K and 925? And every single bit of his pieces are done by hand, and he does it in prayer. So that's why I call it the monk jewelry. Isn't that incredible? This is so regal and substantial. And the legend of Udeolite quartz, which is the gold bars and the clear quartz, is that you're drawn to Udeolite quartz when you're gonna go through change. And I want you to notice the little bars of silver that go over, like the tendrils over the front, that's all done by hand. The way he finishes the metal and kind of, he has a little tool where he like hand tools each part of the metal to create that sand finish. And those little balls of silver are applied, each one by hand. I'm sure you can feel the energy of it, but it's one of the most beautiful things to see the jewelry that this man creates. And there's no rhyme or reason. Every piece is different, and he never repeats a design. So you really have something truly one of a kind. I know some of you came here just for this piece. It's $450 in sterling and 22 karat gold. Isn't it beautiful? There's something royal about it. There's something regal about it. It has like a queen energy to it. It's like rising to meet the challenges of your life with sovereignty for me. Isn't that beautiful? It's my jewelry. You don't usually like mixed metals. I'm a mixed metal girl, but I hear that a lot from people, that even if they're not into the mixed metals, because he always combines silver and gold, they feel connected to it. Isn't that cool? So congratulations, whoever gets that. There was only one. He only does one thing.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, this I'm excited about. These we have about 4 dozen rings in Shaddokite. Amanda Henry got that. Yay, Amanda! I'm so
Congrats,
happy for
Amanda.
you. Ah, it's so beautiful. These look good on you. You would be into this. So this is Shaddokite.
Yeah, that blue is.
Yeah. Shaddokite, and some of these have a little chrysocolla in them, some of them have a little malachite in them, right, because they all grow together. These are ores of copper. Shaddokite is one of the stones in the quantum quattro and in the quantum auto, right? So it's a master healing stone. It's that intense royal blue that that attracts people. And Shaddokite is one of the only stones that's known as the medical medium stone. Shaddokite helps you understand how to heal. And that's why I was so excited for this ring, because those of you, can I try the medium one or the large one on? Those of you who are crystal healers, I feel like this is a necessity. Isn't this beautiful? I like the big one. I would wear that. Isn't that cool? You're not going to miss that. I mean, all the sizes are beautiful, but I think this is my favorite. I have 5 of the large. They're all under $70, by the way, too. Isn't that cool? But we have the smaller ones too. So the small is, I have 5, the medium I have 32, and the large I have 5 of them. Isn't that cool? No, and they're all different shapes. So we have the oval, some of them are oval, some of them are rectangle, and some of them are teardropped. Yeah, so if you have a preference, we can try if you want to put it in your invoice. I can't guarantee though that we'll have the shape you're looking for. Medical medium ring, isn't that cool? So the small are $49. I have 5. The medium are $59. You can see where this is going. I have 32. And the large is $69, and I have 5. 49, 59, 69. So hopefully if you feel called to that, I know. Shaddokite's not something we get very often. Of all of the ores of copper, Shaddokite's the most rare. Did you know that? Rarer than chrysocolla, rarer than malachite, rarer than...
What is it again?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It doesn't really fit.
You know what? I told you now I'm not going to make it fit anymore. Because
Okay, well, now I get to do that. Congratulations! I thought they were gorgeous too. And remember, all the ores of copper help to conduct energy too. So this is going to move energy through your field, keep you from getting stagnant. You getting stagnant? After sitting still for 3.5 hours, I feel stagnant.
I want to get stagnant on a beach somewhere, just watching the waves. Don't you?
I had a fantasy yesterday, like a waking fantasy, that I was in a spa. I haven't had a massage in like 2 years.
What's a spa?
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore.
I was reading a magazine and they were showing a spa in Ojai, and I was like,
I don't believe it.
Do people really do that? They go take a whole day off and just
Nope.
get rubbed?
Nope, they don't.
Like, I can't even imagine
It's not
it.
real.
Anyway,
not real.
Congratulations, you guys. Really excited for you. Okay, now we've got just a couple of onesie-twosies, I think. We have these Petalite pendants. Somebody was here for Petalite. Which one of you was here for Petalite? I have 8 of these, if you'd like one.
Your pillow's shedding all over me. Oh, that's pretty.
It's pretty.
Son of a...
Yeah, Bonnie, we did the obelisks. Are you going for a whole week, Carolyn? Oh, take me with you. I don't complain and I'll feed myself.
What do you mean you don't
God.
complain?
You're the complainer. There's a lot of complaints. I hear a complaint about my thing. It's a very nice ottoman. It's an excellent quality item.
Chef Shetty.
I'm guilty of keeping things till they're busted. Like, my clothes have holes in them, my robe has holes in them, but I love them so much. I don't throw them away. Okay. And I'm teaching the kids bad habits. They've started keeping stuff until it's too old.
Nick, it's just a box. Throw it out.
No, it's, okay. It's the Greek in me. It's like, it's still very nice. You keep that. It's
I gotta
it's
put
good.
something in the box.
Why would you throw that away? It is a nice item. Why? You paid good money for that. Why would you throw that away? So Petalite comes from Brazil, and Petalite is the white velvet glove of protection. You may look at this and go, that's a protection stone, but it's actually, Andrea, it's actually one of the most powerful protection stones you can work with, and when I first started Sage Goddess, I had a piece that my team wire wrapped for me, and I wore it until literally the stone fell out of it. I love Petalite so much, and Petalite used to be wickedly expensive. The price has come down. These are under $120 for big pieces of Petalite, and they're in that big claw setting, and on the back, like he was showing you, that's the Tree of Life. Isn't that gorgeous? If you need a new protection pendant, these might be the most beautiful Petalite pendants I've brought you before.
There's not many. Where we have 4.
I know, I have 4 of each size. So the small size is about 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches. The large is 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches in size. And they are $99 for the small, and then $118 for the medium. And that's all she wrote for Petalite. I love it too. Oh my god, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to go to a spa together and drink and get rubbed by strangers? Oh, that sounds so good. I don't know. Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a stranger to rub me. You've come to the right place.
I don't know you. Will you rub me?
I honestly would be like, if I give you $20, will you rub me for 20 minutes? Oh god. I would take pretty much anybody at this point. Wouldn't even have to be licensed. Do you know
Not
what I
so
mean?
picky.
If
Not
they're-
so picky.
If they're just willing to do it, sign me up. Doesn't even have to be a peaceful surrounding. That's how you know it's been a long time. Okay, I have 10 of these, which is pretty cool. This is Libyan gold tektite in sterling silver. Isn't this pretty with the Tree of Life behind it? I love that, because that Libyan gold. So Libyan gold, as most of you know, comes from the Saharan desert just west of Egypt on the northern edge of Africa. And it's the result of a meteoric collision in the Saharan desert about 18 to 20 million years ago, a little bit after the Moldavite collision. And it's gold because it's been tumbling in that Saharan desert for millions of years. King Tut had this material carved into a scarab for his funeral breastplate. And so it's been revered for millions of years because it's another, all the tektites are extraterrestrial. This contains part of the meteor in it, and that's what's so special about tektites. Tektites are a member of the Synergy 12 too, so they really do kind of fast forward you spiritually. These are about 0.8 inches on average, so they're almost an inch of the stone. And I have 10 of them. They are $118. I will say this is one of the prettiest Libyan gold tektite pendants I've ever seen, because I love that you can see the entire tree design behind it. Isn't that amazing? And they're all crystal clear like that. Are you having leg cramps?
Yeah, I am.
That looks really awkward, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? I agree with that too.
It feels awkward.
Kathleen, I can't get Libyan gold scarabs, but sometimes you can find them online. They're just so expensive. I mean, they're so expensive. Isn't that gorgeous? I know. I wish I had more of them, you guys. I know. I only have 10. But congratulations to those of you who are able to get one. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That was fun, wasn't it? The design's amazing. I agree with you, Biffy. I think it's the coolest thing. Really happy for you. I agree with you, Raina.
3 items left.
Last 3 items. You ready? We have wandlets. I love wandlets. These are little portable wands that you wear as a pendant. See, there's a little bail, so you can put a chain through it. This one is the amethyst with Herkimer, yeah. So that is a quartz point on the top. Then you have a little tear-shaped, little pear-shaped amethyst there. And then it winds down to a Herkimer diamond, which is actually from Herkimer, New York, at the bottom in sterling silver. So this is a double terminated wand. And so you wear it as a necklace, but it also functions as a pendulum. And then you can actually use this to activate your grids, to open and close circles. It's like traveling with your tools. Isn't that cool? And I'll show you, if you haven't seen these dimensionally before, it's a cool size. Isn't that neat? Again, I would wear it long. You could wear it short, you know, if you weren't wearing anything else. But if you're like me and you wear like 19 other things, it might be good to wear it a little bit longer so it doesn't compete with your other jewelry. This one is $249. It's 3 inches, $925. All handmade. Isn't that gorgeous? Is there a hummingbird on that? There is. Isn't there?
Oh, there is. Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
I thought I saw him. Oh, cutie. Oh, cutie, he's hiding. I like that one. And then the other wandlet we have for you, we only have 2 today. You need tiger carvings. We're talking about doing tiger carvings for August, so stay tuned. This wandlet is quartz with blue topaz and a dragonfly. So it's kind of a similar concept. You have the double charm on the bottom, you have a single charm on the top, and then that is that's somewhere between a sky and a London blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, in sterling silver. This one is $249. Isn't that gorgeous? Little dragonfly.
Cutie.
Helena got the amethyst one. Congratulations.
Cutie.
I know. I like that one too. They're both beautiful. And everyone is so unique. You know what I mean? It depends on the stones and the whichever little animal creatures he adds to them. So congratulations. Yep. And then the last thing we have for you tonight, I think, right?
It
Is
is.
the Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel. I love it when he does these. We only have one of these. This is Aqua Aura with amethyst, and then he does the wings. So the little tear shape up top looks like the head, and then it has the wings, and he does a little curly Q. It looks like, isn't it beautiful? I don't know. There's something so sweet about these. This one is $190 for your Guardian Angel, and this is your Guardian of Peace and Clearing, because again, your Aqua Aura kind of cleanses and purifies the auric field, and the amethyst brings you peace and balance. She's your little Guardian Angel. I like that a lot. Isn't that pretty? It's really sweet. It's funny. Don't you feel like the energy of these little Guardian Angels is different even from the wandlets? You know what I mean? It's like they're so tender and sweet, and it would be a huge blessing if you gave it as a gift for somebody, or maybe you need it. You know what I mean? Maybe this is something you need to be working with
So
to
I think
remind you
there's
that your angels were there.
5 medium Shaddokites left. I think maybe 4 left.
4 or
now.
5 medium Shaddokite rings, if you would like one. That's the medical medium stone, helping you understand what you need to heal. It's one of my favorite stones. We never get it. I don't remember having Shaddokite rings like ever, so that's pretty exciting that we have it.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else that was left over?
So we have, just getting a list here.
We have some small star rose quartz cabochons for you. Those are beautiful. Remember, star rose quartz is rare because it has a 6-pointed star when you take it outside. And these little cabochons are $39. So if you would like a star rose quartz cabochon from Brazil, those are $39.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some the Aragonite and calcite flames that we can show you. That's the new stone coming from Brazil. The Aragonite is for structure, order, and the blue calcite is for peace and harmony. This is the ultimate, like, I'm going back to work and I need to start being organized stone, or creating calm out of chaos in your home. This would be, because there's quartz in the matrix too, so this would be a good one to keep in the center of a grid if you're creating like a harmony grid in your space. I like to keep stones like this in my kitchen because my kitchen is kind of the hub of the household. Isn't that beautiful? So we still have, we have a few of both sizes of those, and then we have that big citrine with tourmaline left as well.
The big daddy.
The big. Yep. So congratulations to everybody. Happy birthday, Kathleen. Happy birthday, Kathleen. Did I see that your birthday's Thursday, Kathleen, on the new moon? Make a good wish this year, girl. Oh, that's right. I don't remember the Shaddokite rings. It's funny. Maybe I repressed it. I don't know. I love Shaddokite, though. I have a Shaddokite lamp here in my crystal room. The base is Shaddokite. It's just a big
How
lump
much
of
are the
it.
flames?
The flames are the small are $179, the medium are $199. But this is a really rare stone. Like, this is pretty much all that came out of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want this, if you like rare stones and you're a collector, this is brand new out of Minas Gerais, and it's all that was available. And then we have some of those carved cabochons, the little amethyst with the flowers. Those are $49 a piece, and they're hand carved on the back, so the design comes through the stone. But that would be really beautiful for jewelry. So if you'd like one of those are still available. Just a few of them, yeah. Yeah, so those are the flames, Kaisha, the ones right behind his hands. Yeah. Yeah. Megan's birthday was yesterday, yeah. Did you have a good one, Megan? I hope you had a beautiful birthday. So cheers! We had fun tonight. So if you shopped, you're going to get an invoice tomorrow. Oh, that's the big, this is the only citrine left at Sage Goddess. Is somebody going to claim it? $1,199. It is Elestial citrine with green tourmaline, and it is gorgeous. It's a tantric twin citrine. If you're a collector of big pieces and you don't have a big Elestial citrine, I would not pass that by. It is absolutely stunning. And that's all the citrine that we have in the house at Sage Goddess right now because of our citrine shortage. So congratulations. So you'll get an invoice tomorrow. If you shop today, you'll have 24 hours to pay your invoice. So please make sure you're on the lookout for it. If you shop at sagegoddess.com today or tomorrow, you're going to enter to win that blue tourmaline and diamond necklace from Sylvia Peluso. All you have to do is put tourmaline in your notes when you check out, and there's no minimum purchase. So go grab a zircon for $2 or a spinel for $1 or get a velvet pillow, or if there's anything else. We had Aurolite 23 at sagegoddess.com today. Did you see that? For crazy prices. So anyway, whatever attracts you, you have until midnight tomorrow to shop. The code is new19. Is that right? 19 new. Whatever it is, I screw it up.
You always do the opposite.
I always do it. And Alexis and Hannah know. It's 19 new for 19% off, and then put tourmaline in your notes. And there's no minimum purchase. So just if there's something small that you like, then you'll be entered to win, and we'll announce who gets that beautiful necklace on the event page on Thursday. So good luck. Yay! Yay. I know, Casey. They're coming. I think 5 of them. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you, Team SG, for all your hard work tonight.
Yeah,
we really
thanks,
appreciate
everybody.
you.
Really
It takes
appreciate
a
the team.
village to put this show together. Thank you, Kelsey and Hannah, and thank you, Alexis and Claire, and thank you, Brooklyn and Robin, for all of the work that you put in to make this happen. We really appreciate you. And we'll be back with you 2 weeks from today. Now, when are you going to see me again? Tomorrow, my son graduates from junior high, so I'll be offline tomorrow. Thursday is New Moon. So at 6 p.m. we'll be on YouTube. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so you get all the notifications. If it gives you a bell to ring the bell. I don't know what the hell it means. And then starting next week, we have Soul Shift begins. We have our first classes on Friday. Crystal Masters is next week on Wednesday. So if you love learning with me and from me about crystals, sagegoddess.com/programs. We would love to have you there. And that was our show for tonight. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your evening.
Good night.